Good evening and welcome to B.A.C. Casting and Drafting, your weekly home for league racing, cold beer, and hotter takes. I'm Bubba. We got Jarrett, we got Andy, and we got our newest addition to the team, Colin. And if you're sober and you're watching the wrong damn stream, we're broadcasting live with blood alcohol levels set to probably illegal. And we're ready to side draft past politics, pace cars, and rants Facebook rants. Let's drop the green and chug this thing to the checkered, baby. Let's go. Colin,
Thanks
how
for the
are you?
introduction. Good to be up here in the booth with you guys. Excited to talk about this race. And y'all bring the racing, we'll bring the reckless commentary.
That was good. That was good, Colin. Well, we're excited to have you in here. So this race is going to be sponsored by ourselves with our network that we are trying to build together with our B.A.C. casting and drafting, where every lap's a buzz and every broadcast is a blur. We specialize in enhancing your iRacing League's content onto another level. Let us know how we do this race or any race. You can find us in the Discord that we put into the chat or hit us up wherever you can find us.
Oh, yeah. What a start. Andy, are you there?
Yes, sir. How you boys doing tonight? I'm excited for the start of something new from us and a big night, I think, for this league as we get going on our first short track of the year at Richmond Raceway. I'm excited to see some sparks fly after a road course last week. What do you boys think?
I am so excited to get back into an oval. That was a fun time that we had, but it was like, Christmas is only fun because you only do it once a year. If Christmas was every Saturday, it wouldn't be as special.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight we're going to be at Richmond for 250 laps. Stages are 60 and 125. It's going to be a big test. I'm excited to get away from the road course and back to the oval. I don't know about you guys after last week. It was kind of tough for us to keep up with as broadcasters in the booth, but I think tonight it's going to be a little bit easier, something more in our wheelhouse as we can watch guys just go left and not left and right and all over a track that I've honestly never seen before. So I'm excited for Richmond.
Well, this is our first short track tonight of the season, so we're not going straight back to the super speedways just yet. We're not going the mile and a halves, or we're sitting here at the old Richmond old short track. So it'll be something new again, but it should be a lot cleaner.
Should
Yeah,
be exciting to see the team strategies here on this short track, and I'm excited to get this rolling.
Let's get it.
I low-key forgot to add the roster to the image
Oh,
files. So instead of doing the roster portion, how about we just go into our season standings and our winners and losers as we take a look at that? I was looking for the rosters and I was kind of panicking, but we're going to go ahead and just look at our season standings so far.
the
Week
BAC
4.
portion of our name is already coming in
I was
Yeah,
quite
gonna
it
good.
say
is.
it
I
only
made
took us
my
5 minutes, dude.
I made my
We've already had too much to drink.
my first drink, dude, and I'm crippled. Just like you, Brian Bozick in the chat. Thanks for putting something in the chat. But winners and losers from last week at the road course, as we've talked about, we've got our standings pulled up. The first winner, obviously, as you guys would probably all agree with me, is Terry Vincent. He led damn near every single lap, dominated that race, looked really good out front, made it easy to pass, and now he is up to third in the points, quickly behind Keith Fallon and Daniel Miglin.
Yeah, and I think the only reason he is third is because he hasn't led as many laps because it is just a shorter track, or I should say a longer track with not as many laps at that road Atlanta. Similar to what Miglin and Fallon did in their each respective wins at Texas and Daytona. So this is going to be a good test to him. He seems to be running really well in practice right now as well.
That's good. And then the other guy that I thought was great last week was Chris Mackey. He was a sleeper the entire race. Tyler Smith had an issue coming down the hill on the last lap, and he was able to take second away from him and get up on the podium interview, and he was excited. I don't know if he's going to be here tonight, but Chris Mackey is fifth in points following sweeping the stages at Daytona, a quiet number 2 race, and then number 3 at the road course. Showed he had a little bit of skill. So good for him.
Yeah, he got to sponsor the race last week and got a podium finish on his sponsored race. Can't beat that. climbing his way into the standings, and team's doing pretty well too. So, gonna be
Yeah,
exciting for him.
it's cool to see it. I like the sponsorship that we're doing with this league. If you guys are drivers or someone outside the league and you want to sponsor, go ahead and hit up our admins and sponsor a race, and hopefully you guys can get your business or whatever you want put out there. And then lastly, the other big winner, in my opinion, you guys might not know about this, but Justin Day, he got his first top 5 for all day racing as a team on the year, was able to squeak up just inside 12th in the points, but now he's in a relatively close battle between Stephen Blevins up in 8th. He's only 8 points back on that. So if Justin Day has another good finish tonight, he could very well crack into the top 10 in points.
I
Yeah,
wanted to
I
point
think.
out how
Yeah, go for
you
it,
guys
Colin.
brought it back so clean there after that little hiccup. Just wanted to point out how well-oiled machine we are. Maybe a couple loose bolts, and a stutter, but we get the job done here.
Thanks, Colin. Yeah, I would like to see Justin Day put on a hell of a show. But you did mention Stephen Blevins, which, if not for some costly tie-ups early in the season, seems to be consistently running really well. So I expect him to turn left, and probably I would expect him to be, I'm going to say, a top 5 driver tonight.
Ooh, I like that. That's a good pick. We're not even to predictions yet. Bolton's already thrown it out there. I love it. Well, after we talk about our winners, we always got to talk about the losers, unfortunately. And this team has come up a few times, and I hate to say it, because we all root for them, we know them, and it's Halo's Optimal Racing. They had that incident with Bryce and Halo going up the hill on one of the restarts where they got into each other, and it just seems like they can't catch a break. They can't get the luck. Is tonight the night, or is the Black Cat or the Billy Goat or whatever curse that they've struck up still going to haunt them at Richmond?
Womp, womp, womp. Dude, they need to get their stuff together. They need to go sit down, have a drink together. I mean, young Buck Bryce, he's probably not old enough to have a drink yet.
I don't know that any of them can have a drink except Dennis.
Really? What? All right. Well, they need to have a Kool-Aid or something, juice
I think
box
that's where
together.
they're losing. That's where they're losing out on. The rest of the teams are drinking together after the races, and these guys are all, they're not getting that camaraderie going.
Has
No.
anybody got to talk to them and see how they're doing in team? Are they kind of still have a grudge, or are they all square and they're going to race as a team this week?
Oh, they're all
know.
still great friends, and everything's fine. They're taking it on the shins as they should, and they're having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if Brian is going to be able to race today, but I do see Dennis out there running some pretty quick laps already, and I saw him practicing earlier
Okay.
on his Twitch page, so he's been trying to make sure that he's saving these tires this race.
Well, Brian just put in the chat that he's not racing. He said nope. So no Brian Bozick tonight. He said I ain't no race. So the next loser we're going to be talking about, I don't really think he's a loser. He just lost out on what I believe could have been more for him at the road course last week, and that was Michael Prince. He was extremely fast. He had a good race car. He worked his way to the front through the field multiple times, and then he just couldn't execute in the very end. He either made a mistake, got contact, got off track. It was one thing after another after doing all of the work, and it was hard to watch because we were all rooting for him. But I think I want to see him flip the script tonight, especially. Good luck to you tonight, Michael Prince. Hopefully you can flip the script and not be on this segment next week.
Well, I would like to agree with you, but I did have to create hot takes, and Michael Prince is staying true to his hot takes of him not doing too hot on this track right now. But a lot of those mistakes that you mentioned earlier from last week, he had a couple of off tracks, and then at the end of the race, I think he ended up running out of fuel because he was just pushing his car so fast.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I was going to go with, dude. It was very impressive to watch him run all the way from the back multiple times, catch second, third, and run there and push his car to absolute limits. And then, yes, just the crucial mistakes of having to run his car into the ground and then try to keep that car under him. It was a valiant effort. It was. We were all rooting for him, and but it was definitely hard to watch. The little hiccups. But
yes, sir. And then
we got faith in you, Michael.
We'll see. We'll see where Michael's at tonight. And then lastly, we've got one of our admins, Ryan Castleberry. He missed the first race, and then the second two races, he did not show up very well. He got into a lot of incidents. He hasn't been consistent, and he's a driver that I have raced with as a teammate before in a league that I've worked with, and I've seen more out of Ryan Castleberry. I think that if he can silence the noise or whatever he's got going on in the background or in his head, I think he could be a top 10 driver, but it's going to take, his full focus tonight at Richmond. But I think he could do it on the short track.
Number 51 in the wall in during practice here.
Right, right.
Big,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
and
spinning going on.
with Ryan Castleberry, it was his own teammates that referred to him as if they were the 2311 team, that he was going to be the Riley Herbst of the team.
Yeah, that was a shot, wasn't it? I mean, they put
Yeah,
that
I
in
was
the
like,
chat
God,
and
you
blasted
just
him.
right. It'd be your own boys doing it to you.
I know. Well, talking about
I mean-
teams, we can go ahead and take a look at our team standings. Rolling into that.
Shoo, buddy.
Out front, America Motorsports, followed by Sky, Hollywood Performance, Highline, Halos, All Days, Slower Than Dial Up, B2A, and HCE. But I think looking at these team standings, right now, America Motorsports with the lead, they're looking pretty good, putting together some good finishes between their drivers and having a good day. But HCE, all by himself, is Tyler Cadd, and he's 7th in the points, and I believe he runs Chevrolet, and so does Terry Vincent. Why don't those two hook up?
We need a hookup right there, dude. After last week's performance, Terry Vincent needs on a team, preferably in that Chevrolet car. Just
And they are both running Chevys, actually. So
Dude.
I don't.
I
it's a
mean,
match made in heaven.
match
Tyler,
made in heaven.
go get him.
Yeah,
Go get him, Tyler.
Terry and Tyler Cadd.
PTs.
I
Terry
believe
and
it
Tyler.
because they are 3rd and 7th in points together. Like, get together, join up, join forces. I want to see that duo. I want to see those two have somebody to work with because it's not fun when you don't have a buddy. So shout out to you guys. Hopefully you guys link up, sync up, and get after it together. And then the other team I want to mention, just slowly climbing up, getting better every week, is All Day Racing. I know they're 6th right now being shown on this graphic, but All Day Racing has shown improvement every single week, in my opinion. They've gone up the order a little bit from where they've been and have looked pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I think the same.
they're
can be-
going to need to do that to catch America Motorsports. They just have some really good racers and then having some average finishes, nothing crazy, but they're all pretty consistent there. And then also Keith Fallon and his team, man, they look pretty strong.
Yeah, they're a little unstoppable. Keith and Daniel definitely showed what true teamwork was at Texas, and that's scary because if they can get out front 1-2 and double block the dirty air, we saw a very fast Terry Vincent get shut down. So I would be scared of America Motorsports.
Of course, and listening to his post-race interview, Keith Fallon, that is, I mean, it seems like they work really well as a team, and they're out there to get the rest of their team wins here this season.
Yeah, that would be Jamin Bernhardt, correct? They want to get him a win out there, so hopefully they can do that for him. But now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the power rankings for this upcoming week. We've got the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting Power Rankings. Out front is the man we just talked about, and the man we're going to talk about a lot, I believe, is Keith Fallon, showing a lot of force, leading a decent amount of laps this season. I think he's the front runner, followed by Terry Vincent. There's more road courses. There's playoff road courses on the schedule, so that if Terry doesn't get the challenge again, that's going to set him above a few guys in the field and give him an advantage, especially if he runs on the 1.5 miles like he did at Texas. Because, I mean, if you could run good on road courses and 1.5 miles, that's 2 good tracks to kind of comfortably get ahead and get a lot of points.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Chris Mackey's not going to make the race tonight, is what it looks like. So he's going to end up dropping probably from the power rankings. But I actually had Chris Mackey sitting in my 3rd spot for the power rankings, and then Tyler Smith at 4, and I had Miglin sitting at 5th. because I felt like Daniel Miglin was a product of a Keith Fallon blocking,
Oh,
clinic.
I don't know.
What we will say for about 50 laps.
Hot take. That's a hot
Dude,
take.
that
No
is
way.
a hot take,
He
boy.
outpaced him flat out, I think. I think Keith was being nice to his teammate, yes, and racing him respectively, but Miglin's times just didn't fall off, especially at the end of the race. He looked so good, and he didn't put a wheel wrong. For all of the laps that he led, he didn't slip. Like, you can only do so much when you're running behind the guy, but at the same time, like, he never put a wheel wrong. And Terry was there. It wasn't like Terry wasn't trying. Like, Terry was there. Multiple restarts.
Yeah,
Yep.
Go ahead, Bubba.
I think, I'm kind of, I agree. I agree where Daniel's at. He's been strong. He started in the back last week, worked his way to the front, had a hiccup, but I mean, he is. You could tell that I rating and them official races. You can tell that he knows what he's doing. He's a force to be reckoned with. Chris Mackey, he has definitely worked his way from the back as well. I mean,
Yep.
dude, we're talking like we did last week. Them top 5 or 6, 7 even. I think they can all kind of interchange. We're gonna be talking about them all year.
Yeah, I think
It's
eighth on forward looks pretty solid. When you start talking about 9 through like 15, 16, that's where the gray area, I believe, starts on this list. Because any of these drivers can have a day and emerge into that top 10. And when we start looking at this, we can go ahead and take a look at the playoffs and what our standings are looking like right now for our outlook. And obviously, Miglin, Fallon, Vincent. We talked about those 3 interchangeable top 3 at the top of the list. Tyler Smith, Chris Mackey, Bryce Keegan, all have had good, consistent races. So's Tyler Cadd. But then look at 8th all the way back through 16th in our playoff standings and how tight that group is. Anybody can emerge. It takes one race and you flip the script for the season. And there's only 12 playoff drivers. So every race just means a little bit more in that aspect since there's only 13 points races.
So I gotta before before we get any further in here, Andy, would you consider Richmond to be a slower racetrack because of the speed? I'm gonna get somewhere with this, trust me.
Absolutely not. I think Richmond is an extremely fast racetrack, in my opinion. I think that the corners come at you very fast. When you make your way off of turn number 2 into the backstretch, that wall comes at you really quick. Same thing off of turn 2. Your reaction time, or sorry, turn 4, your reaction time has to be really good into your throttle. Short track racing, it looks slower, but the processing that you need as a driver to get in the correct lane at the right time and wreck avoidance is faster than the big tracks.
All right. Well, just to completely shut down what I what I was trying to go with this was slower than dial-up. Both father son Nolan and Ryan McClure, they are out here cooking this practice right now. So with these playoff standings, I expect both of these dudes to be in the front of the pack, all within the top 6, and that would put them also in the hunt for that 12 spot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could be anybody. It really could be anybody. And that's 16th. When you keep going down our list, the points is tight. Besides the top 7, it's really, really, really tight. Anybody wins 2 stages, boom, that's 20 points. You put a race win on top of that, that's even more. So the stage points are something that are going to be vital, and the top 7 right now are the most consistent guys at scoring stage points, and that's why they're up there.
It also seems like here in side draft, I would say from 10 down, this guy's kind of just got to show up at least for every race here the rest of the season and finish somewhat good. But as long as they show up, maybe, and can finish halfway decent, they can stay up there on the above the cut line.
Yep, exactly. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our pre-race predictions. We've kind of talked about that a little bit. Jarrett, you kicked it off with, I believe, the number 51 of Stephen Blevins, correct?
Yeah, I think Stephen Blevins is going to be running pretty good. Yeah. Give me one of the McClurgs. I'm not sure which one, and Blevins both to finish top 5.
Ooh, okay. I like that take. I think my pick to click tonight is going to be the number 23 of Tyler Smith. Why? Because I think tonight is the night where he stays on the lead lap. and doesn't hurt himself more than anything else. I think tonight he's going to run a smart, modest race, and Tyler Smith is going to do what he's supposed to be doing out there, which is just go out there and race, and then at the end be there. Bubba, what do you got?
Boys, let's see. He was in our winter segment a little bit.
Ooh,
Um, he was not in our winter segment. He was in our team segment with HCE Racing. Tyler Cad, dude,
mm,
Lone Ranger again. I think he needs to link. Like I said, I think he needs to link up with Terry. But he was there. He has shown consistency on all these tracks. He raced really, really well at Road Atlanta.
okay.
Short tracks may be his thing. He's putting down fast times right now in practice.
Mhm.
Haven't seen him slide into the wall a whole lot during practice. So if he can keep it clean, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Tyler Cad, and hopefully
All right.
after this race we have a teammate in the TTs, Terry and Tyler,
Mm,
link up. But that's my prediction.
I like it. Colin, what
And
do
I
you
think
got?
I'm gonna take the number 3 of Justin Day. He's been running pretty consistent out there. I know it's a hard take here today at Richmond, but kind of he's been running okay, and I'm gonna bet on the caution, late caution, and he takes the lead there, and uh, and because of the number 3 there, got to do it for Dale, and for the
Do it for
throwback there,
Dale.
that kind of brings me into the old Collins fast track fact.
Ooh,
Uh,
Ooh, Collins, new segment alert.
a new
new
segment.
segment.
Fast track fact.
The
Uh,
inaugural race here at NASCAR race here at Richmond was in 1953, won by Lee Petty. So 72 years later, here we're gonna see who's gonna win for Side Draft Race League,
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
looks like the track temps are gonna be 115 degrees, sunny, hot, and slick.
All right.
oh yeah.
Oh, buddy. Well,
There's a lot of people in that wall coming out of turn two. It's gonna be slick.
following his fantastic week last week, we wanted to go ahead and try and dial up just a day. I don't know if he's available for a quick call. We can try and get Justin up here and see
Yeah,
how he is doing.
looks like Justin is available. We're going to try to get him up here.
There it is in the number tree. Justin, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy for us?
Yeah, I'm here. You
All
got me?
right. Yeah, we do. I know you're finishing out practice. You had a really good week last week with the top 5. You excited tonight for Richmond? How you feeling going into this one?
Honestly, I'm pretty nervous. This track's tough, man. Especially when the sun's out.
Yeah, you've got 115-degree track temperature to deal with. It's going to be really slick off of 2, especially that wall comes at you quick there. What's your strategy tonight? Just kind of save the tires, run long, stay in the same gear. You're going to be shifting and trying to be aggressive on those restarts and get track position.
I mean, I want to be as aggressive as I can be, but honestly, like you said, 2 is pretty nerve-wracking. I think my goal is just to survive turn 2, honestly.
Yeah, I see you're.
Keep a clean lay, keep a clean race.
I see you're running like an extra lane or so up off that yellow line. Is that just because you're trying to save some grip in the tires, or is that just where you feel comfy with this car here?
Yeah, up high on this track for sure. I'm feeling pretty good, and
Okay.
down low, it's where I get a little sketchy.
Yeah, you
Justin, I
gotta
think you just
risk
got
it.
to keep doing what you're doing here. I took you to win this race. I'm betting on a late caution, and you're going to keep it clean all race and pull out that W.
Cool.
Man, I appreciate
No
it, man.
pressure.
Thank you.
No pressure. Well, you got about 10
You got the
seconds.
prediction, and then we got the interview and right along.
Yes, sir. Well, 10 seconds left for you until qualifying. We wish you the best of luck to you and your team. We notice you guys are doing well this season, increasing in the points every week. So go out there, get after it, have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you,
Bob.
Justin.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good to hear from Justin Day. We're going to be right back. I'm going to go ahead and change my audio settings so that way we can actually hear the cars on the racetrack. I had that turned down for our pre-race show tonight. That way we could kind of hear ourselves a little bit more up in the booth. Not have to worry
Hoping
about
Justin
it as
loses
much.
those nerves he's got here, ruining my prediction a little bit.
So, what I'm also noticing seems to be I don't know what's happening here, but no Bryce Keegan today.
Yeah, he said he was going to miss. The youngster is in primetime Little League season, so he's not going to be racing tonight.
Young buck, missing it, dude. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Hit some dingers. Hit some dingers, dude. Hit some dingers.
So at this point, Dennis is running by himself for this whole race. So
Yep.
I'm curious to see how he does on his own and see maybe what team he gets along with that he's going to be able to, work with here.
Well, and that new hot takes channel you created in this here, there's been a lot of shit talking going on, and he's been saying that his teammates been holding back, so he's gotta put that money where that mouth is and see if he can take it home today without the teammates on the track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, as we see Justin Day, the guy that we just talked to, start off qualifying on the right foot. He is going to be out front right now.
How long gave him the pep talk, dude?
We did
Don't
give him
give
the
him
pet
the pep
talk.
talk.
Maybe that extra lane up. I've never done that at Richmond. It's never really served me well. I've always roped the bottom, and now we're seeing a few new players
there
up
we
there.
go.
Daniel Miglin, Terry Vincent putting in some heaters. Miglin right now, fastest car on the racetrack. He's roping it off of turn number 2 down the backstretch, getting that thing rolling.
Yeah, and I don't think Miglin turned too many laps in practice. Maybe he's just been holding out on us, seeing how much shit we would talk about him. It looks like, man, he is holding true to what he was saying earlier. This is one of his favorite tracks. He is cooking right now.
Yeah, the boy from Hoboken out front, as we see Nolan McClurg worked his way into second. Looks like there's not many drivers left going after it. Jamin Bernhardt maybe putting in a heater at the moment. I don't know. That might be his second lap. I think he is slowing it down. Justin Mummel. Looks like he's getting that thing slowed down as well.
The McClurg boys were also fast in qualifying as well.
Yeah, we're seeing the number 69 of Ryan McClurg. Looks like he's on his first flying lap. He has it in number 12 spot right now as he is finishing out his second lap. We'll see if he can get that thing inside the top 10. As Michael Prince puts that car up in 8th in between Fallon and Orff. Ryan McClurg off of turn number 4 crosses the stripe. And he's going to go all the way up to the 5 spot in the number 69 America Motorsports Chevrolet in that
Dude,
camo
we should have took
car.
one of them McClurg boys.
Oh, buddy.
I told you. I'm trying to tell you.
That's why you're the bet man, Jer.
Michael Prince goes to the top of the leaderboard with the fastest lap so far, as we are now seeing
Mike.
Travion
Huge comeback
Drake
from last week.
getting his first lap going here in quali. Travion Drake in the Krispy Kreme chrome car. Oh no, and he hits the wall. He hit the wall hard in turn number 1. Oh, that car looks so good, it made me want a donut. Shit. Dude, look at that car. Where's the hot
Dude, that's
fresh light when
clean,
you
dude.
need it, dude? That thing looks great.
Holy smokes, dude.
Oh
Can
my
we get a Krispy
gosh.
Kreme? Is that legal? Can we drive to get Krispy Kremes right now?
There's one about
I
15
just ate
minutes.
a big dinner. There's no way I can eat a donut right now.
I could always eat a donut. Jonathan Day,
A
looks
fresh
like
Krispy
he
Kreme.
is on his flying lap right now as well. He's looking pretty good.
I just want to know where Michael Prince pulled this qualifying out of his ass, because
Dude.
he's sandbagging the whole time, too.
He's
in practice.
sandbagging, dude. He's sandbagging in that hot takes fucking channel, dude.
What a lap, dude. We got somebody in the chat cheering on the number 45 of Austin Guerrero. Looks like Shelby Guerrero's giving him a shout out in the chat.
Heyo.
Heck yeah.
We'll see if Austin has a
I
good
love
night
the
tonight.
surfboard out there.
Jonathan Day finishing up his second lap as he's making his way into turn number 3. That number 87 Ford all-day racing car is going to start the finish line. And I don't think he finished out in 15th, so not bad. Not bad for Jonathan.
Hey,
So
boys,
what's the
starting
relation
together.
of the day boys here?
There we go.
I see we got 3 day boys here in all day racing. What's the relation there?
I think they're all brothers.
I think they're all brothers. I think so.
Travion Drake's going for it. Oh no, I think he ran out of time.
I think
So
the
Michael
McClurgs are
Prince-
father-son. I think the McClurgs are father-son. I think all of the Days are all brothers.
I think so too.
Michael
that's
Prince,
cool.
your pole sitter. Don't
Michael
know if we're going to
Prince,
be
dude,
able to get
let's
him
go.
up and in here. I don't know if he's in the chat. I hope he is.
Look.
Let's go
Yep,
take a
yep,
look.
yep.
Michael
We got
Prince.
Is he?
Here,
Let's
bring
get
him
him.
up.
Got him.
Michael Prince, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy there, sir.
Hey, yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, coming off of a wishy-washy week where we saw some sparks fly from you at the road course, you are now starting on pole tonight. Congratulations on the fast lap. How's it feel to start this one out front?
Pretty good. Get some clean air, but also a little nervous because of the slick track and the high temps. But I think we can make it work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Michael,
wish
I
you the
gotta
best
ask,
luck.
have you been sandbagging us all week? I
Yeah.
had you to win in the hot takes, and you told me not to. And then the practice, you weren't doing too hot either. You just been holding back on us?
No. I just may or may not have found something there. I'm not sure how well it'll be conservative on tires, but we'll try to make it work.
Heck yeah, brother. Well, you also, I don't know if you're watching the stream as well, but we had you on one of the winners and losers segments, and it wasn't a winner segment, brother. Did we motivate you a little bit?
A little bit. We'll see. We'll see what we can
That's
do.
what I'm talking about, dude. Go get it, brother.
Well, there we
This
go.
is your
Stay
week.
up front.
Appreciate it.
Well, Michael, congrats on the pole. We hope to hear from you more tonight as you can hopefully succeed, get some stage wins or a podium at the end of this one. Keep showing them that you're fast, but also it's going to be tough in the slick, like you said. So try and keep that thing under you and get a good finish, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Yep. Good luck to you.
Sir, good luck.
Good luck.
Just gotta find your team.
All right. Good to hear from Michael Prince starting on pole. I don't know if we got him out of our chat or not yet. Is he gone?
Just yet.
Oh, there
There
he
he
goes. Okay,
is.
he's gone. All right, so he's starting
I'll figure it
on
out.
pole. Starting in second outside of row number 1 is Daniel Miglin. In third, row number 2 on the inside is Jason Rushing. In fourth, outside of row number 2 is Nolan McClurg. In fifth, on the inside of row number 3 is Terry Vincent. In sixth, on the outside of row number 3 is Ryan McClurg. Seventh is Stephen Blevins. And eighth is Austin Guerrero.
Ninth, we've got Keith Ballin on the inside lane. 10th, we've got Dennis Orff, or Halo as we call him. 11th, we have Tyler Cadd. 12, we have Tyler Smith. And then 13, we have, getting there, Justin Day. There he is. 14, we have Danny Jackson. 15, Jonathan Day, going to be working together, I hope, with his counterpart in front of him. And 16 is going to be Brian Day. All of them really close together.
And we got number, I can't even read that. But
28.
17th spot, Brian Matthews. Outside, we got Justin Mummel. Then we got Jamin Bernhardt in the 19th, looking to get up there with his teammates. In the 20 spot, we got Austin Norris in the 57. And 21 spot, we got Bailey Brown.
And if there's any more drivers, Brett, keep reading them
Oh,
off because
yeah,
I don't
because
have
you
it
can't
pulled
see
up.
it.
Yeah, we've got
22.
Travion Drake.
Yeah, go ahead.
Finish out the last three. Travion Drake, Ryan Castleberry, and Wesley Biggs that was unable to get a lap down.
All right, well, the pace car is off. The green flag is out. Michael Prince is going to be leading him through the Geico restart zone and into turn number 1 as he's going to rope that number 31 purple car to the bottom of the racetrack as he is followed quickly by Daniel Miglin as they make their way down turn number 2. Falling into the third spot is Nolan McClurg, and he is going to round out the top 3 as they're making their way now off turn number 4 for lap number 1 here at the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 for Side Draft Racing League at Richmond. But now Daniel Miglin dives to the inside of Prince, and he's going to challenge for the lead as they make their way off of turn number 2.
Yeah, I think it's smart by Prince. You know, those tires are still cold. He's not that confident in this track, and if Miglin is confident enough to take that car down there in the bottom of those turns, he can.
We got a car loose. We got a car loose. Jason Rushing fell out of that third spot. That's going to be our first caution of the night. Looks like he got loose off of turn number 4. We're going to go ahead and get that thing rewound and spun back so you can see what happened to his car.
This may be a busy night here for the boys in the booth. I think I'm predicting a lot of cautions.
And
Yeah,
he
whoever's
said
running our
9,
production
correct?
team's gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we see just Rushing. The car steps out from underneath of him as he got that thing up to 4th. And then in turn number 4, the back end slides out. and he just wasn't able to keep it under him. He did a really good drift. I'm not going to
say,
lie. That was impressive for a second, and then I think it snapped similar to Kyle Larson at Atlanta, and then there was a lot of contact from a few cars behind. Oh no, that's unfortunate for the few guys that looked like they were going to avoid that wreck, but just couldn't get through. As we see Jason rushing there, stopped at the top of the racetrack, and then a few guys are going to, unfortunately, not be able to get slowed down quick enough to avoid it. Like I said, you got to have those quick reaction times at the short track. The 57 there, getting turned, trying to avoid the wreck. Bad luck early on in this race.
Yeah, Jamin Bernhardt collected a little bit of damage. It looks like Austin Norris in the 57 got some damage, and then 14 of Justin Mummel and Mummel's Lawn Care also got up into the wall from him as well. So not a good start if you're wanting to use your fast repair 2 laps into a 250 lap race.
Yeah, that's bad luck.
Yeah, that is. It's bad luck for sure, dude. And it's and for the people at home that aren't familiar with our league that we're running here today, they only get 1 fast repair, and that's where the car instantly repairs itself. You don't have to wait on damage or repair the damage. So that's huge in a race that you're doing well in, but to burn that in the first lap, couple laps, it's rough. It's rough for sure because you got to be extra cautious. If you get caught up later in the race, it's not a good night.
Yeah, that was a really good move, though, besides the wreck by Daniel Miglin to get to the inside of Michael Prince and take advantage of the comfortability behind the wheel of this race car in these slick conditions. Looks like he's got a good handle on how his car feels. We might see another showstopper tonight from Miglin if he's that confident.
I think Jared Bear kind of riled him up, maybe. Maybe he was listening to the cast, you know? Said,
Dude, he might be
Daniel
listening.
Miglin shouldn't be up there, dude.
Yes, he is.
May have fired him up.
I hope so. I want to see him go out there and put on a master class because, man, he looked good those first couple of laps. I was surprised that he kept that car under and diving it down there on those turns. Like I said, if I was Michael Prince, I would have done the same exact thing. You can have it, buddy. Long race.
Well, we got a little shout out in the chat from Bryce Keegan to his teammate Halo, and then also Shelby Guerrero saying hopefully these boys make some smart moves here at Richmond as we get rolling. Love to see it in the chat tonight. I'm going to try and do better to give the chat shout outs out there. As the pace car is off, we are in the Geico restart zone. Daniel Miglin chooses the outside for the restart, and we are back going on lap number 7 at the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 at Richmond for Side Draft Racing League. Miglin's going to lead him now off of turn number 2.
Yeah, I think Miglin's just that fresh air out there, big little breathing room. Prince is just going to keep them in his sights, I think, for now.
Yeah, we're seeing a few battles. Prince and Miglin falling in line, but Nolan McCullers looks like he's going to be challenging for the 3rd spot, working the outside lane on Terry Vincent. Maybe he's going to get him. They make their way off turn number 2.
Yeah, and these are 2 drivers that have been running really well today, so I'm really curious how they translate from practice over to now. Because, man, between the McClurg brothers, or, father, son, and Terry Vincent right there, though, that's somebody you don't want to see is Terry Vincent right now. He's on a heater these last couple of weeks.
Yes, he
early
is.
Battles there are going to hurt those guys. You have your top 2 out there running their preferred line, saving tires or whatever they're trying to do, and those early battles are going to hurt them.
Yeah,
Trying to get that track position, dude. Yep.
And surprisingly enough, Dennis Orff is up 4 spots already, starting 10th on the grid, but already up to 6th and just kind of cruising and keeping those tires alive, it looks like. Not even having really any competition behind him with Austin Guerrero.
Yeah, Keith Fallon now moves his way into the 4th spot, getting around Terry Vincent. Terry's given a good challenge on the outside, though. Terry's looking pretty comfortable on the high side so far, as we've got a really good battle between these 2.
How long are you going to run the comfortability of the high side, though, knowing that your tires are going to get eaten up a little quicker than everybody else's?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm very interested in the strategies, or even individuals. I know some guys are out here without any teammates, so it's going to be interesting to see these strategies.
We're seeing Daniel Miglin leading Michael Prince, Nolan McClurg, Keith Fallon, then Terry Vincent, Dennis Orff, and Austin Guerrero so far your front 7 staying single file, racing pretty respectively, as we are on lap number 13 of 60 for stage number 1. Miglin is doing a very good job keeping that car underneath of him, working the bottom of the racetrack, but Michael Prince is starting to size him up in turn number 3, getting closer and closer every single time now.
Yeah, now that those tires are warm, you're going to start seeing whatever he did in qualifying probably start coming out here a little bit, try to get back up there.
Keith
Yeah,
Fallon
they're going to start
challenging.
making some dives in the turns there, but if they get directly
Keith Fallon is he's the one really diving down into 1 and 3, and he's almost gotten. Well, he's getting around McClurg right now, using that low lane. McClurg is running that second line up, and Keith is he's getting a run coming out of 2 and 4, but Keith is giving him his run for his money for sure.
Looks like there might be an issue for Travion Drake, as he is now a lap down. Jamin Bernhardt a lap down. Ryan Castleberry a lap down. I believe they were all involved in that first incident, but Travion Drake running pretty slow on the racetrack at the moment. Don't know what's going on with him.
That's a shame for Ryan. He really didn't need that this race.
I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say that if Travion Drake got collected in that race, he probably just did the repairs that were needed and didn't do the optional repairs, tried to get back out there, and then realized that he's just, too slow and is going to get back in there, hopefully to the pits to get it all cleaned up.
Yeah, we're seeing
Save
crazy
a fast
battle.
repair.
This battle for the
Yeah.
top 4 is nuts, as now they are at the back of Daniel Miglin. We're seeing some checkups as they make their way off turn number 2. Nolan McClurg up to the second spot is really starting to put the pressure on Miglin for the lead, with Keith Fallon in tow trying to get up there as well. These guys are getting pretty aggressive 20 laps into this race.
Yeah, Nolan's been really aggressive these last 10 laps. I've actually had my spotlight on him this whole time. He collected a wall a little bit there, trying to make an aggressive pass past Michael Prince earlier, and he got back his spots quickly, and he is riding the wheels off of this thing right now, and he's getting pretty loose pretty quick. So I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out.
Well, looking at
That upper line.
how
He's
hard
gonna run that
these
upper
guys
line.
are
Yeah.
racing. Like,
Yeah.
it's going to allow the guys that are a little bit slower to save and then work their way up there at the end of the stage. They've still got to go 40 more laps. So you can easily save behind these guys as they run side by side and then pick them off by one late here.
I'm interested to see that tire wear, because it looks like, your first position there is dropping low, and number 16 is taking that higher line. So I'm interested to see what's happening up there.
Yeah, but I noticed whenever Nolan got close to the back of Miglin, that's when he dropped down into that inside lane to try to catch up to him or whatever. But now Keith is also going to be challenging that bottom lane and trying to take that number 2, get up to his teammate. So McClurg's either got to keep them 2 separated and try to keep the distance to Daniel, or give up the position. Then you got a Texas scenario, and we all know how that works out.
Yeah, exactly. If you're Nolan, yeah, you said it perfectly right there. If you're Nolan, you cannot let Keith get up there.
He keeps looking.
He is challenging it.
It's just like a shark in water. He's just poking just to see what you're going to do.
Yep.
I was-
It looks like he is just testing it. I'm interested to see when he makes that move, because it looks like he has this speed. It just when is he gonna do it?
Yeah, but Keith Fallon is now starting to put a little bit of pressure on McClurg for that second spot.
That's
This
what
is
we're
getting
talking about.
tight. Look at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is Keith
I know,
and
it's
Nolan.
just-
We know Miglin's out there. We
Look
said
at
we
the-
don't want Fallon to get
Look at the
second.
way he's putting his nose on the inside of that 16 on that left rear quarter, and he's just going to get him off of 2. He's just going to powerhouse him right down the back straightaway. If he can make the dive into turn number 3 and rope the bottom, look at how high McClurg's going to wash up the racetrack, getting their way off of turn number 4. He's going to get a better drive off on the high line. You can get into the power earlier, but like Bolton said, or Jarrett said, it's going to shred those tires. And Daniel Miglin's kind of busy looking in the rearview mirror, seeing these guys battle behind him, wondering which one he's going to have to fight off for the lead in about 5 or 6 laps.
Well, the good news is Miglin and Fallon, teammates. I think if you can just kind of just square up 16 a little bit and get him out of the way and slow him down, you can get Keith up there, and then you don't have to worry about anything. We know how good Keith is at blocking.
So, Bolton, as you said, the repeat of Texas, right? Now that Daniel and Keith both have a win under their belt, I want to see the gloves come off. I want to know which one is, really after it tonight. But I think they might play a little too nice in the sandbox just for stage one.
I agree. I think stage one will be nice, but I think we're coming into. Oh, Keith got loose there, and
oh no!
Whoa, just about. Oh, he saved it. Oh, I don't know how nobody got collected in that.
That was crazy. That's going to open the door now for McClurg, not teammates with Daniel Miglin, to go full attack mode as the 40 is out of the way.
Yeah, I think you have to at that point. But to go against your point of the power rankings, I think Miglin is going to put on a show today. I don't think anybody's going to contest him. Even if Keith Fallon was up there, I think Miglin is showing us why he was so confident in the Discord all week that he's going to win this race.
All right. Well, we will see. Michael Prince, he started on pole. He's sitting in third. We see him tag the wall there. Dakota War gave him a shout out in the chat. Thanks, Dakota, for putting a message out there to your favorite driver. But we're seeing some good kind of movement throughout the field. Someone that I'm seeing popping up is Wesley Biggs. Wesley is up 10 spots since the start of this race. Looking pretty good out there, making some moves throughout the midfield. So maybe if he can get some good track position for a restart, we'll see Wesley slowly creep his way up towards the top 10 as this race unfolds.
Waiting on Wesley to kind of fall in stride to where we thought he was going to be at the beginning of the season, and I think he's just hung around, gotten collected a few times, and dude, I think he's been consistent. He's there. I think once he gets a win under his belt, I think it might be look out time, because I think he gets a little taste of it, a little blood in the water.
He's just the epitome of like Matt Kenseth. He's just kind of always hanging around that top 15 spot.
Yeah, dude. Like, I think, I think how many championships does Kenseth have?
Well, we saw Wesley there kind of get passed by one of our newcomers, Bailey Brannon. He joined the league for his first race of the season last week. He was able to have a good finish at the road course. Maybe we'll see Bailey put some cars behind him after a not so great qualifying run. So shout out to you, Bailey. But then the guy that I picked to click tonight, Tyler Smith, up 5 spots. Halo is up 4 spots. So we're seeing a few guys go forward throughout the race and a few start to trend down. The farthest trending driver right now is Jason Rushing. He's down 13 spots.
Yeah, and watching the line that Dennis and Tyler are running, it's just conserve tire and fuels, and there's no reason to push it this early. Just keep a decent pace, frontward and after you, and be in a good spot to at least get through a stage or two, sitting up there pretty.
Yeah, precisely. Nolan McClurg is just eyeing up Daniel Miglin as the caution is out. Looks like Brian Day has crashed. Don't know what happened. There he is, stopped on the backstretch going into turn number 4. He was in danger of becoming a lap down, and then he quickly got lapped after he crashed. Don't know what happened to the number 70 there. Off of turn number 2, it looks like he did a little moment where he got loose contact, and that put him into the wall.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to save himself from slamming into and during the 87 of Jonathan Day, and with that he just overcorrected and lost grip on that right side.
Yes, he did. That was unfortunate for him, as he's going to go hard. Not too hard into the wall, but hard enough to give him a little bit of an issue. As we're going to see right now, the cars make their way onto pit road. A few guys are going to opt for tires here.
Let's see who can win this race off pit road here. That's going to be huge, getting that track position here with 43 laps to go in stage 1.
Well, Michael Prince has that number 1 stall after qualifying on pole. We'll see if it gives him an advantage for winning the race off of pit road. Daniel Miglin looks like he's going to take 2, get out of there quickly. Rushing, I believe, stayed out. I can't tell there, as it's going to be Miglin, Prince, McClurg, Vincent, Fallon, Orff, Tyler Smith, and then Austin Guerrero gets the 8th spot off of pit road. So Miglin is going to go retain that lead, but Michael Prince does get 2nd from Nolan McClurg. That number 1 stall helped him out.
Yes, sir. That's the 2-tire scheme here. I don't know.
I've done it before in the modified, and it's effective. But I don't know how effective it is in a next-gen car.
Well, and being out on the pole or leading the race, like, you're not trying to gain spots. Yeah, you're trying to get out further than other guys, maybe thinking that other guys are going to take 2. But being out there, I mean, there's a long race to go. I'd grab 4, and I'd just try to stay out on that lead as much as possible. And now all these guys behind you have 4 tires, and they can be coming.
It really just shows the confidence that Miglin has in his car to only take 2, because like Bubba was saying, you were going to come out P1 anyways. So what does it matter taking 4? I mean, if everybody else is taking 4, unless you're thinking, I'm going to take another set of 2 tires later on in this race because I'm doing the same thing, I'm still going to be sitting in P1.
Well, I do want to say, my hot take of the night was 9 cautions or more. This is caution number 2 in stage number 1, so we are well on track. If we can get 3 cautions per stage, we're going to hit that line of 9 or more.
Well, with the lights going off for that pace car there, Andy, I think when the green flag drops, it's about time for you to say your line here.
Oh, buddy. I think you
I
are right.
You forgot about it, dude.
Oh, I didn't forget.
You got so amped up.
I got so excited at the beginning. We were finishing out our little Woody's Roundup out there, getting things rolling. But if you're ready to go, the pace car is off. Raise the glass and get ready to grip it, rip it, and sip it as we are going green with 20 laps to go in stage number 1 of the B.A.C. casting and drafting 250 at Richmond for Side Draft Racing League.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yes, sir.
Daniel
Wasn't in on that
Miglin.
memo, but I'm so glad I got to hear that real time.
Daniel Miglin leading him off of turn number 2. Michael Prince challenging Terry Vincent on the inside for the 2nd spot. Vincent looking really good, getting to the back of Miglin. He's going to get the spot from Prince as they cross the finish line. He's going to cross up Miglin. Going into turn number 1, he's going to run and dive down to the bottom of the racetrack. Vincent's going to hold it, but then we see multiple cars slide behind the leaders. Dennis Orff, one of the big players.
Collected. They're all getting collected.
Oh, we're going to wind this up. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. This is catastrophic.
Keith.
Oh,
Especially
no.
for them leaders being up.
Was that Orff at fault there, getting in the Fallon?
Maybe.
We're going to watch this in quarter speed. Looks like Fallon checks up a little hard going into 1. Orff wasn't expecting it. Gets really far down the apron.
Oh, yeah.
Gets to the back of him. And then they both start to spin. The 45 of Guerrero to the outside. He's going to clip him. 51 of Blevins gets by. The 3 of Day is going to get contact, and that's going to shoot him to the inside. The 69 of McClurg straight into the side of Orff. The 87 of Day into the back. The 45 got that little bit of contact and then made it by to the outside as we see the 87 start to work down the racetrack with the 28 and the 14, and then that's going to cause multiple cars to stop. As we see, Brian Day was able to squeak through. The 11 was able to get through. And that was a lot of cars involved there. Orff is going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Wow. I think we got these caution laps here. I think I might go get one of those Krispy Kreme donuts that we were talking about earlier.
Dude, that
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme.
Kreme car and Krispy Kreme donuts. But if you look, because Terry Vincent was ahead of Miglin, he has now inherited the lead at the time of the caution. That's going to put Terry Vincent to the lead of the race with Miglin in 2nd, Michael Prince in 3rd, Nolan McClurg in 4th, Keith Fallon 5th, Tyler Smith in 6th, Austin Guerrero in 7th, and Blevins now in 8th. Danny Jackson 9th, Justin Day rounding out the top 10 with a lot of cars stuck on pit lane from my belief. Maybe no, they're all off pit lane from those faster pairs. So Shit, boys, we got a big one here at Richmond, don't we? That's caution number 3 in stage number 1.
Harry said, "Hold up, I'm not just not an SVG junior yet. I can still race on some short tracks." He
Dude.
said, "Dan, you gonna take 2 tires? Hold up a minute. Let me go get some stage points." And
I'm getting deja vu
Dude.
from last week. We got Joshua Westendorf in the chat saying, "Let's go America Motorsports. Can't wait to be back next Monday." Shout out to you, Joshua. Can't wait to have you back on the track either. And Shelby Guerrero cheering on the number 45 who squeaked by that wreck and is now well into the top 10. We'll see if he can do it.
he's moving up. He's been running well. Been kind of watching him. He's been battling with your pick there, Tyler Smith, and had Keith back there as well. So he's guy we don't talk about a lot either is Jackson in an 18 T-Mobile car. He has worked his way up and just been clean and
Clean and
he's
green,
working
buddy.
his way up there. Yep.
Danny Jackson,
That's
he's
what-
up 5 spots. Tyler Smith up 7.
Yep.
Pace car
So-
is going to dip off the racetrack as they are going to get led into the Geico restart zone by the number 1 of
again.
Terry Vincent. And let's get ready to grip it, rip it, and sip it as Terry Vincent's going to take off down the front stretch and get a huge jump on Miglin and lead him into turn number 1 at the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 for Side Draft Racing League at Richmond Raceway.
That's the second time that the leader has chose the outside lane on restarts.
Yes,
That's
it
interesting.
is. Look at Nolan McClurg with a bonsai run to the outside. They might go 3 wide as Michael Prince is eyeing up Miglin. Terry Vincent's going to love to see the battle in his rear view with all that clean air now out front. And now Miglin is going backward now that he has lost the lead. Maybe he's not as good in the dirty air tonight as he is getting railroaded. Maybe that was a bad choice to take two tires as Brian Day
We got another
is going to go
caution
around.
out.
We'll see what
Caution
happens.
out. What was it?
Where's Brian Day? I believe he's the one that brought out that yellow. One of the days. He's a lap down, I believe. He's got big damage on that race car. Number 70 following that last caution. We'll see what happened. See him stop there on the backstretch. We'll get it rewound for you. Looks like he might have had an incident
help?
where Humpty Dumpty was pushed. We see him working. Oh my, the 11 got way up the racetrack. Orff had to check up big time, got into the back of him. But then ahead of them, you see the 57 and the 70 getting some big contact. The 70 is going to get the worst end of it, get spun to the inside. Orff got some, I believe, some big nose damage from that contact. That thing's pushed in.
He's entering
Yeah.
the pit now, dude.
Was Brian Day a part of the last caution as well?
Yes, he was. He's a lap down.
Interesting.
And then it looked like they all just kind of checked up and nowhere to really go. Let's take a look at our pit lane cam. I think we've got a few cars now on pit road. I think it's just
It
Orff.
just seems to be the same thing every week where the rich get richer, and if you're sitting in the back of this pack, man, you are just doing everything you can to avoid the inevitable wrecks that are coming. Because with only one fast repair, if you're in the back, it means you probably already took it, and then one more wreck and you're done for pretty much for the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Out there trying to get points and just get laps down. Just turn some laps, boys. Turn some laps at that point.
I
Try
think
to-
everybody out here in the field needs to settle down, and since it's our motto here, I'll go ahead and open a beer.
Oh,
Oh hell yeah, brother!
I thought we were gonna hear
So,
the.
after further evaluation, it looks as if Dennis Orff was able to get a lot of that repaired, or he just used his fast repair just now, and he didn't use it last game.
Yeah, maybe he was just
So-
trying to fix up damage manually before he had to do what he had to do. But at some point, it's too early in the race, in my opinion, to use it. If you've got, 2 or 3 minutes, especially with stage breaks, you can kind of go in pit road and get the thing fixed up. But it's a short track. You don't have as much time for the caution car to go around and get damage cleaned up on these race cars. So you got to be very strategic on fixing damage without a fast repair.
For sure. It's we talked about it at the super speedways. We talked about it at the road courses. We're gonna talk about it at short tracks, man. Yeah, it's you gotta keep clean. You gotta get there at the end. Just be in range and put your shot in the win at the end. But you gotta make it to the end.
The
Pace
what
car
we're
is
doing.
They're going
off.
green.
Terry Vincent chose the outside as he's going to get another massive jump into turn number 1 as Michael Prince is all over the back of Nolan McClurg as they get going here on lap 52 of 250. Only 8 to go in stage number 1. Terry Vincent, I've got deja vu from last week. He's out there in front leading this race.
Yeah, and I gotta think that outside lane to start with is just to warm up your tires. Being on that outside, you figure probably not going to scuff them up too bad on the first lap to try to get up some speed, but you're probably getting a little more heat on those things.
How is this man not picked up?
Oh,
on
the number
heat?
3 of day in the wall.
No.
No, that was a pretty gnarly shot too. No caution, but pretty gnarly shot.
No, he got hit.
Wide.
Oh, no!
There it goes. There it goes. That guy's driving reckless into turn and almost hit Day, and then Day got loose into the wall, and looks like he got what he was coming for.
Oh, no, that's caution number...
I think that's one of our new
4?
guys, Bailey Brennan.
Is that caution
Yeah.
number 4 now, boys?
That is 5.
Caution 5 in stage 1 alone.
Looks like all the hot takes.
Maybe I
over
should have said
under.
18 cautions because we are fucking
I
stacking
don't
them
got
up
enough
quick.
beer for this, boys.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god. Oh, that's
This is just
that's an
this is
awkward
what aggressive
contact.
driving looks like.
That's awkward contact between Blevins there to get that car turned around. In my opinion, I don't know if that would have got him that loose, but looks like it was just enough to get him turned into the infield. I don't think that was on purpose. I think it was just two guys fighting over the same real estate. But now it's showing that Brian Matthews just crashed under yellow.
Like I said, I don't think that was personal, but I think a lot of that comes to impatient driving and not realizing how much of a race you have left. And that's when you start making mistakes. And it looks like since they crashed on the tri-oval there, if you will say, there was a little bit of banking, so that back right didn't have as much grip on it, so it was a lot easier to get loose.
Brian Matthews almost crashed under yellow as there was a huge checkup on the backstretch between a lot of these guys going into the pit road entrance. That was massive. Shit.
We got 200 more laps, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a
If you're
long
watching
night.
You're watching the stream, boys. You got calm down. Just run some green laps, getting some rhythm.
Well,
Save tires, and you will pick them off
Yeah,
one by
some of
one.
us broadcasters got shit to do tomorrow, like go to work.
well, if you're just watching the stream and you're hanging out, at least you've got the B.A.C. casting and drafting crew up here in the booth to kind of keep you all company at home, rooting on your favorite drivers. Hopefully these guys can get this shit figured out and start running a little more green flag laps, but I think it'll clean up as time goes on and the tensions and stuff kind of simmer down. Maybe these guys can get in a rhythm.
And
Yeah,
even
I'm
if you have
hoping
to
we
wake
stop,
up at 4
stop
a.m.
collecting these cars and start, collecting some brews. That's where we need to be.
I like that idea. I was about to say, even if you have to wake up at 4 a.m., I'll be right there with you. So stay and enjoy the race, because I'll be drinking and I will wake up with you at 4 a.m.
I
Heck
hope you're right
yeah.
next to me, right? Is that what we're alluding to? Are you making a little innuendo here, if you will?
Ooh.
No,
No,
now that
he's
you bring
mine.
it to the
How about
now that you bring it to my attention, I am Brett.
How about we start our newest segment? From now on in the race, gentlemen, how about we do what's called a beer lap? Every single caution, I dare you all at home to crack another beer, another round every yellow. So if they keep racking and stacking the cautions,
my
that means
God,
you gotta
dude.
crack another cold one.
We're not making it tomorrow.
And if you don't finish it by the next yellow, you have to chug it before you open your new one.
Yes,
Holy
I
sir.
can't wait
brother.
to show up late tomorrow and leadership's just sitting there with the fucking pod open. Like, this is what we're doing, huh?
Pace car is off. Terry Vincent chooses the outside. He's going to grip it, rip it, and get to the outside lane ahead of the guys behind him and lead him into turn number 1. On the last lap of stage number 1, I believe this is going to close out the stage.
Keith Fallon trying to run that thing hard. He's smacked the wall a little bit there, just trying to get some stage points, I guess. But you got a long way to go. I'm not sure that I'm going to keep collecting fucking side damage, you know, for no reason. Just yet.
They're going to have to go
Saving
one
all
more.
sorts of metal in that car. And we got a car around.
One more time
Number
around
300.
here.
One more time.
And that's going to end the
Oh,
stage. Austin Day and Stephen Blevins.
You
Blevins
guys didn't
again.
Pick that up. Same cars, Austin Blevins.
Well,
And,
We've talked
Terry Vincent.
about Blevins just getting into every single wreck, it seems like, over the last couple of weeks.
Terry Vincent,
I'm
the
sure
stage
Justin
winner.
cannot be happy.
We'll see what happened to Blevins.
Made him too
We'll get that
nervous,
thing
Colin.
spun back.
I don't even
Looks
think that was Day's fault. I mean, Blevins kept getting into the back of him, trying to pressure. I mean, it's not smart for him.
Looks like they're fighting for the same real estate there.
Let's take a look in the slow-mo blimp cam going at it.
So I'm having troubles with my stream here. What were their positions here before the caution came out?
Looks like, I don't know right now, but we'll try and find out.
18-ish.
Oh,
It's not even like they were fighting for points there, so it's crazy that he would even take shots at him.
well, I think Blevins got a little bit of a push from behind from the 14. He wasn't trying to just run through him, but then he did. He was on the brakes pretty hard as they're both locking up.
I like your logic. It doesn't look like he was trying to go straight through him, but then he did.
I mean, he did, but then if you look at it, like it's pretty awkward. You know, he's on the brakes. He's trying to get the thing stopped. It's just
Now he's looking right at him, right there. So what do you do?
yeah, cars
Tell
were
him he's
just
number one.
all over him. But
Right through the windshield.
Terry
Those boys
Vincent,
aren't just teammates; they're brothers.
Hey.
So
We're
Terry
gonna
Vincent,
have
that's 3 stages in a row, boys. Let's
Three
get him up here.
stages in a row. Get him up here.
Get him
And
up
you know
here.
what? While we get him up
Get
here,
Terry Vincent up here.
guess what's coming back next week? My favorite segment, Naughty List.
Oh boy, Terry Vincent, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. That's 3 stages in a row. How's it feel, buddy?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised.
Why's that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
About
Terry.
probably when I was practicing by myself, I was probably crashing like every 5 laps.
Well, you're not crashing now. You're holding a good lead. You're getting a big jump on the restarts. You're at 4 spots from where you started, and you are looking very similar to how you did last week. Do you think you're going to be able to do it again and just keep leading on in this race as they're all wrecking behind you?
If it keeps being short runs, maybe. Long runs, it's kind of harder to tell. But I'll try my best.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
looks
Terry,
like
I'm gonna throw 4 names at you. You tell me who's the scariest to see in your rearview mirror if you're sitting P1. You got Nolan McClurg, Michael Prince, Austin Guerrero, and Keith Fallon. Which one are you most terrified to see in your back mirror?
That's a hard question. On the long runs, I'd probably say Keith, honestly.
all right. Well,
Yep.
we'll see if you can keep him in the rear view. Looks like you're about to get ready to go racing, so we'll send you back to where you belong. Good luck to you tonight, Terry. Hopefully we hear from you again.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
see you
Okay,
soon.
thank you.
That's Terry Vincent, your stage number 1 winner here at the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 at Richmond. And she's going to lead him into the Geico restart zone, get a big jump on the outside, as we are now seeing the number 45 of Austin Guerrero challenging for the second spot between Nolan McClurg and Michael Prince. We've got a new player at the front, and that is the number 45
Yes, sir.
Toyota of Guerrero, who's been quiet the first part of the season. Shout out to you, Shelby, in the chat. Hopefully Austin can make some magic for you here in stage number 2.
That's what it seems like. He's just been out there hanging out, keeping tires, keeping the car under him, not getting in any crashes. And I mean, realistically, that's where you want to be. And
Well-
as we start getting later into this race, this dude's he's gonna put on a show for sure. I think the cheerleading's helping.
Right
Not
behind
again.
Austin is in the 5th spot. It's the number 64 of Wesley Biggs. He is now up 19 positions of where he started. Wesley is now up to P5 as he is going to challenge Austin as they go side by side in the turn number 1. Wesley Biggs is going to get to the inside, and now he's going to hit the wall a little bit off of turn number 2. get loose down the backstretch, but he is now up 20 spots from where he started as he is inside the top 5 trying to run down the leaders.
Yeah,
I've
and
seen
it
a lot
looked
of
like
these
Austin
guys.
Guerrero checked up there a little bit and scared about the next 5 cars behind him there.
I'm not
I've
sure if
seen
you
a-
guys caught that there. The recce of Justin Day got loose back there and went way back in the field.
Oh, we're seeing the 64 get into the 45. That's going to be trouble. Oh no, big trouble for Tyler Smith and
All
Austin
right.
Guerrero. That's going to bring
I
out the
think it's
caution.
time we find. I think it's time we
Oh,
just talked
Halo
about
got
our
him.
first.
Oh, Halo got him bad.
I know if I'm Austin Guerrero, I just made an enemy.
Oh shit. Yeah. Austin
And the
Guerrero.
caution was out for
You
a
see,
good
he
amount
gets
of time there.
sideways. Tyler Smith, it looks like he got into the door of the car in front of him, shot up the racetrack, got into the back of the 45, tried to get it slowed down as the contact between them was pretty significant. As we are now going to look at the 45, try and see what happens to Guerrero as he has got that thing stopped in the middle of the racetrack for a significant amount of time. And as you guys said, oh my gosh, was Orf sleeping at the wheel or what? Because he clipped him hard. That's going to probably ruin Orf's day.
And if he used that flash repair already, he's going to be sitting there a while on that one. Maybe
Oh my
even
gosh.
the infield care center time for that hit, dude. Oh my goodness. He doesn't have that.
We'll see what's happening here for a little bit, but
That car on Orf looks destroyed.
Oh, brother.
Another day, another round of bad luck for Orf. Shit, that sucks.
Man.
Nope.
Guerrero's car as he's coming down pit road. The small Soldiers Interstate Battery Toyota Camry looks fucked up.
Dude,
Ooh.
that's an old Bobby Labonte
Oh,
throwback.
he used
dude.
the fast
I
repair.
like it.
We saw it there. You see he had all that
Yep.
damage. He used that fast repair. He's going to get some tires on that car, and he's going to get right off of pit road. So, Austin Guerrero, does he come back with a vengeance, or do you got to wait to get your revenge?
I think you wait till about the last 20 laps. But I tell you what, I'm not going to be too freaking happy if I'm him. There are going to be words that need to be said to Wesley Biggs after that one. If I think Hot Takes has anything to say about the after this race, I think it's coming.
Yeah, we're seeing Tyler Smith, Jason Rushing. Those guys have some damage on their race cars. Yikes.
Hey, I'm not going to say it, but guess who's in P3?
Is that
4?
Michael Prince, or are you talking about
Oh,
the
he's
number
talking about
91
Tyler.
of 7 spots?
91 of Tyler Cad, dude.
Tyler Cad,
Is that your
That was
pick?
my pick, dude. Come on, Tyler. Let's go.
the bully
Link up
from
with Terry.
Roanoke, Virginia,
Team-
up to 4th.
Team up. Dude, how are
Dude, bad
these
luck
guys-
for my pick, Tyler Smith. He's going to have to battle his way through the field again. Are you shitting me?
And that was good luck for Daniel Minglin because Daniel was falling back because I don't know if he still had tires or not yet, but he was working his way backwards.
Well, I think he
And
took
that
2,
was
and then he
real.
never took again.
Yeah, he was falling backwards, and that caution helped him out right
Well,
there. Got some.
Maybe he's just saving for the end for tires, and now he took late, and then he's going to, rethink his strategy. As we go ahead and take a look at pit strategy, you can see Daniel Miglin pitted lap 36, 25 laps after that. He ran, and then he had his newest stop 11 laps ago, so he's on a pretty fresh set of tires, him and Keith on the freshest out of the top 10, as we are going to see the pace car head off. Terry Vincent is going to lead him into the restart zone as we get going green again here in the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 for Side Draft
Look at
Racing
that.
League at Richmond. And Terry Vincent was a big jump.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
Is he starting in lower gear or is he? What is he doing?
I don't want to
Oh,
expose it yet because I don't want
Yeah.
the other drivers to stream snipe it, but Terry's fucking hauling on the restarts.
Ryan Castleberry around
Oh, wow.
into the wall.
What a
Oh
restart.
no.
Cautions.
Yep, that's going to be Ryan Castleberry.
Ryan Castleberry, yep.
And speaking of Ryan Castleberry, he got collected in that first or second caution there and worked his way all the way back up to 9th.
Yeah, he did. We'll go ahead and take a look at what happened.
Yeah, if they were giving points away for who has the most lucky dogs, Ryan Castleberry would probably be leading this league right now in
Well,
the point standings.
he just clipped the apron there into 3. He didn't even have help. He just
I
hit
think he
the
went
apron.
too hot. I think he went too hot in the 3. Too hot and too low.
Did the
Well,
51 clip him?
No,
I
he just
tell you
went
what,
down the wall.
boys. I tell you what, boys. We are in a caution right now, and I think Dennis is getting out of the race car and he's heading back to the trailers. What do you think? We get a
No
hold of him before he makes his
shit.
way to the medical tent?
Oh God, dude.
Let's get him in here.
Let's try.
Oh,
It's the number 89 of Dennis Orff. It looks like he may be retiring the car. Dennis, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy.
Dude, I should have left the Discord. Fuck.
Oh no, we've got you
got him.
in the not so safe infield care center. Another week, another string of bad luck. I'm sorry to say it again, buddy. You're up here again. What happened tonight?
Okay, so listen. Oh, damn, I can't. Hold on, I can't. Game is so loud. The first, it really isn't bad luck this time. I can say that time because they say, they always say don't win it on the first lap, but it's a lot harder than that. Is the restart about a quarter of the way in, when you've been doing good, you've been saving your tires. I went to make a big move, got loose on me, slid up, whatever. Back of the pack. Now the rest was a little bit unlucky. Someone spun out. If you watch that replay, it's fucking. I have nowhere to go. If I go up, I'm going to the wall. And I have it cranked everywhere to go low. I smack into him. That's 8-minute repair, which puts me like fucking 120 laps down immediately.
Well, that's a bad luck again.
That is bad luck.
It's not gonna
Dennis,
help
I
your
know,
case.
I know people watching here haven't seen it, but the message you put in the hot takes, everybody wants to know, was that ChatGPT or not?
Part of it. Inspired. I do mean that sincerely. I mean that sincerely. I did a lot of the writing myself. I'd say the majority. But I'm a college student, so let's take that into mind.
All
But
right.
also, I've experienced writing a lot of press releases. So I mean, if anyone needs press releases written, just to hit up. Or
All right.
pants.
So Dennis, we have to ask. So your car's not running, and your luck's not running any better with or without your teammates. Would you like to apologize to the other cars of HOR?
Oh, I mean, if an apology is needed, then by all means I do apologize. But that was none of what I intended to put out there from the beginning. I just said we're a young team. All of us are young. The fact that I think I might be the oldest on the team is crazy. I'm not fit for that.
We
But
talked about that pre-race. We actually think you're the only one that's old enough to drink a beer.
I also think I am. And I'm actually gonna pull myself a nice Moscow Mule and fucking watch this race. But so we've got some growing to do. We've got some learning. I mean, I coach League of Legends for my college, so I know there's a lot of learning to be done when it comes to driving with a team versus driving alone. And I think we all just need to learn that. And just the competitive scene, I think we all need to do it as well.
Well, I do know there's a bar close by to you that has buckets of Yingling flights, and I think you deserve one today, buddy.
And we're going green here.
All right, take it easy, Dennis.
Bye, guys.
All right, we are on lap number 80 of 250 in the casting and drafting race here at Richmond for Side Draft Racing League. Joshua Westendorf in the chat said, is this Wreckfest or iRacing? I believe right now it's looking a hell of a lot like Wreckfest as the cautions are piling. Hand over
piling.
fist. This is getting bad.
I stopped counting, but I assume the 11's gonna hit. So
It was only 9.
That means I'm paying you out now.
It was 9.
Yeah, we're hitting that one for sure. Unless these boys really start straightening her up. But
Terry Vincent has got a great
Man, that-
lead over Noah McClurg. Tyler Cadd up to 4th as he's now battling
go, Tyler.
Michael
That
Prince.
battle for 3rd and 4th is looking good, but it looks like McClurg or Cad is taking 3rd.
Yeah, Django Miglin has slowly creeped his way back towards the top 5 after the 2 tires stop. He now got 4 tires under his belt, and it looks like he's going to try and get stage number 2 if he can patiently work his way towards the front through this field, as everybody's got their damn elbows out on the racetrack tonight. Going ahead.
Very last place again with Orf being getting out of his car, so I'm excited to see Cad in the back of the field.
Looking at our schedule here for Richmond, 60 laps, stage number 1, and then we're going all the way until the end of lap 125 for stage number 2. So a long way to go here at Richmond before the end of this stage.
Settle in, boys. Guerrero's working his way back up, slowly but surely.
Yeah, he's going to have some
ground to make up. Looking like
ground
the
to
old Michael
make up.
Prince story of last week.
Yeah, right now,
You have a fast car.
Austin Norris is the biggest mover at the moment. He is up 13 spots from where he started this race. Looking pretty good.
Of course, these guys that we haven't been talking about, working their way to the front, showing us they still got it. They still got a chance. Everybody knows they got a chance. We've seen that playoff race looking, pre-race, and it's going to be tight. So these guys are battling for everything they got. They're not out of it by any means. So.
Oh, we got some people loose here.
Yeah.
Number 87.
Uh-oh.
Is that me?
Tyler Smith getting into the action here.
Yeah, Day and Brendan.
A few guys behind him. Bailey Brannon, one of the newcomers in the league. Wesley Biggs. Looks like he might have taken an EOL to maybe claim that last caution, because I don't know why he fell so far back in the field after that contact.
I don't know, but I have to keep watching. I can't seem to stray away from just watching Nolan McClure run this car. He is just trying to burn the tires off of this thing, and it, for the most part, it's working pretty good for him, considering there's a caution every 10 laps. But in the long run, I'm curious to see if he's going to be able to keep it within, top 5, if they end up going 40 clean laps.
But, how many sets of tires did they got?
Off them things.
I don't know how many sets they've got today. We'll have to go ahead and try and get some intel on that. But right now, Noel McClurg has been consistently in the second spot. I don't know if he's holding or if he just can't run down the leader, or what's going on with him, as he's running that high side of the racetrack way up there every single time. He sends pretty big dives into the corner, especially on short tracks.
I think that might be a strategy of his. He's been running that high line ever since the start of the race, so I think that might have been something he had dialed up before the race started.
Yeah, Tyler Cad putting the pressure on him. Go ahead, Jarrett.
Oh, I said Terry's just pulling away from him. The strategy is obviously not working. Like, it's good enough for P2, but I mean, you've got to figure out, you've got to change your line or change something here if you're going to want to catch up to Terry. It seems like he just slowly is pulling away more and more every lap.
Absolutely.
Resume, dude.
I mean, at this point, Nolan's also running clean air because ain't nobody around him.
I mean, with all these cautions, being out front, burning tires may not be the right strategy.
Yeah, that's true.
I love the battle for 5th, actually 4th at the moment, between Keith Fallon, Daniel Miglin, and Michael Prince. We're seeing the 3 of those guys kind of be in the same track position all night long, as I think they all have fast enough cars to get up to the front, but at the same time, they just keep rubbing elbows, for the same spot on the racetrack tonight. It's pretty good to see them going after it.
Yeah, Keith will run really good for he'll run really good for 20-25 laps, and then it'll get loose on him because of how hard he's pushing it. Sorry, whoever I was speaking of right there.
No worries. I was just kind of reiterating what Brett said about the naughty list. I think we might have a few people on there this week.
It's going to be a long naughty list. Not many drivers are going to be nice. It's going to be all naughty. Michael Prince is on pit road. Why is he on pit road?
Oh no, after running a good race
he's got a clean car.
I don't know what happened. It just says he's entered the pit lane. Travion Drake is on pit road as well, but Michael Prince is on pit road. Terry Vincent, the race leader, is on pit road.
Are they green flagging?
We don't know.
They're green flag pit stopping here, gentlemen. Noel McClurg has now inherited the lead, as we are seeing a battle behind him. It's going to be a fuel strategy. Let's go ahead and take a look at our pit strategy. Our broadcasting, casting, and driving strategy here is Noel McClurg is now on pit road.
All these cautions.
Oh no! The caution's out. No. Travion Drake crashed.
That's huge. That's
Travion
huge
Drake.
for those guys who just pitted.
Why did he bring out the yellow? What happened? That hurts everybody. The Krispy Kreme car. Or donuts.
No, not the donuts.
Not
They
the
were good, though.
donuts.
He got hit.
We're
Did he
good,
get hit coming off a pit road?
Oh, he was trying to get in, but he was so slow
Oh.
compared to Prince. It looks like he just clipped him. It's like, hey, man,
Pit
the
exit?
speed's 55. What are we doing?
Looks like pit exit.
Now we got Miglin and old Fallon. Blevins in pit road too.
Travion Drake
Yeah,
involved.
it looks like he didn't know when to start shifting up or something, and just thought he was going to take it 55 all the way
Oh,
around.
God.
And, he got to go.
Well, he blinked out, and then the 31 hit him.
Oh, yeah.
He blinked.
That's terrible net code.
Wow. We're going to go ahead
Yeah,
and
that
take a look
coulda-
at pit lane.
That could have been
Tyler-
strategy. It did take him sideways, and we got a real good look at that Krispy Kreme logo.
Oh boy. Tyler Cad out front in the lead, boys.
Oh, no, but Michael Prince, his front is beat up. He's already used his fast repair, too, and he collected quite a bit of damage, so he's going to be a lap down. Probably going to have to pit again at some point to try to repair that to keep any sort of speed under him.
Well, Tyler Cad now pits from the lead. Justin Day is going to inherit the lead. He's only got 17 laps on these tires. Austin Guerrero is now second. Jason Rushing third. Tyler Smith fourth. Bailey Brannon fifth. Brian Day sixth. Nolan McClurg up to seventh. He was one of those guys that pitted. He's on like nothing. Miglin is also pitted, and he has still inherited the lead lap. Justin Bummel
What
looks
happened
like
to Terry
he's going to be
Vincent? Wasn't he
fine.
get an EOL?
Terry Vincent is a lap down.
Wow.
Oh, because of the car. He was in pit road.
Pit
Yeah.
road.
Brandon up 16 spots. What did he look like on pit road there?
But Terry can get it back. He's got time to reckon. It's not like there isn't time for Terry. But that sucks. They are now on lap 99 of 100. And we are seeing a complete flip of the script. A yellow under green flag pit stops. I'm not even counting the cautions anymore. That's got to be 6, right? Maybe 7?
What, cautions?
Yeah.
Oh, we're at like 9.
And I would hate to say this, and it may be an unfavorable take, but with Brennan up there in the top 5, the way he's been racing here today, there might be another caution.
We're going to 125 here for stage 1 or stage 2. So there's 25 laps to go. This is going to be a short run, as the number 3 of Justin Day is not going to get off very well in the Geico restart zone, and the number 45 of Austin Guerrero, he's going to lead him.
Oh boy.
The last thing you want to see on a short track is somebody not make a gear, and now everybody is together.
But Guerrero, he's diving to the pit lane. Does he have a penalty, or is he out of gas? Justin Day is going to inherit the lead from that. Tyler Smith in second. Maybe he got a penalty. I think he jumped the restart. The 45, I think, jumped the restart and got a penalty.
No.
And he started ahead of the leader.
Oh, no.
So he's got to do a drive-through.
Oh, brother.
Oh, no.
A
Heartbreak.
drive-through on a track that takes you 30 seconds to get around is not going to be fun.
Well, now Justin Day's the leader, as we are seeing a huge battle behind between Bailey Brannon, Nolan McClurg, Tyler Smith. Nolan McClurg is going to go 3 wide to the inside. He's going to try and get the lead off of turn number 2. Nolan McClurg is going to do it, as he's going to get to the inside of Justin Day. But now Daniel Miglin. Oh no, we've got a car in the wall behind them. But Daniel Miglin is now closing in on Nolan McClurg on those fresh tires.
Guerrero just went a lap down as well, come off pit road right there as they went by.
Oh no. Well, Guerrero a
Well,
lap
I'll tell you
down.
what, if you're Austin Guerrero and you're a lap down, at least you know you're in good company. It's you, Terry Vincent, and Michael Prince. All
Oh
right?
God, that's going to be one hell of
Those
a
are
fight
the
for the
ones you
lucky
wanna be
dog.
with.
Wow. Well, only one of them's going to get the lucky dog. Otherwise, you got to take the drive around, and it seems like these guys don't have much fuel. Nolan McClurg, the man who's
What a
been running in
shakeup right
second
there.
all race, has now inherited the lead here in the casting and drafting 250 at Richmond. But Daniel Miglin is starting to set some fast lap times behind him. We'll see who's going to be quicker as we are getting towards the closing stages of stage number 2. Looks like Miglin might be quicker.
Well, we talked about Miglin going to the back of the line probably, 60 laps ago, and we stopped talking about him a little bit. Well, here he is, back
Exciting to
again,
see that
trying to
number
get his spot
16.
back.
The
Exciting to
last
see that number 16 McClurg out front after running second all day.
The last 4 laps, McClurg was a little bit quicker than Miglin running the high side, but now Miglin was half a tenth quicker that last lap. Let's see if he can rope him down for the lead, as there's about 18 to go here.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to get him probably in the next 4 or 5 laps if I had to guess. Miglin's running good. It looks like he learned from his mistake to only take 2 tires when everybody else took 4. That put him way back there, and it looks like he's on the same tire strategy as everybody else now, and he's going to get out there, and he's going to get out in front, and he doesn't have to worry about Terry Vincent for a good while.
Well, they're 3 seconds ahead of Tyler Smith in 3rd place, as Nolan McClurg and Daniel Miglin are going to duke this thing out for the stage. I'm liking what we're seeing here. 2 guys running completely different lines with a little bit different mentality, but the lap times are swapping amongst the 2 of them as Miglin is starting to change his line to try and match what McClurg is doing. Maybe he's going to change it up and try and copy him and get him.
Well, I think just copying him for at least another 10 laps or so just gives you the opportunity to catch him slowly with the drift, or with the draft, sorry.
That kind of learn what he's doing, see what he's seeing where he can take advantage of it, where he's being slow entry, fast exit, whatever he's got to do to make that pass for the next stage points.
Yeah, he's doing the similar thing that Keith Fallon did to, I think it was Nolan McClurg, if I'm not mistaken, early on in the race, just poking, or no, my bad, it was Michael Prince, where he was just poking, seeing what he could get away with on the inside there.
Yep. For sure. Seems
Tyler
like he,
Cadd got around Tyler Smith. He's up to 3rd.
Not the
Seems like
Tyler
it's-
on Tyler action.
Yes,
Bailey
sir.
Brandon.
Tyler.
Bailey Brandon is up 16 spots, holding on to the number 5 spot at the moment with a lot of trouble behind him. Keith Fallon going to shoot to his inside. Looks like Brandon is struggling maybe on some slower tires as guys behind him are trying to get around and get their track position back that was lost from that caution during the green flag pit stops. Bailey Brandon is holding on, and those boys are coming fast around the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Bailey's just trying to keep that car under him and try to stay the hell out of everybody else's way, because he's getting pretty loose around all these turns, and he's scaring all of the drivers around him right now. I can tell you that.
Well, you can see Terry Vincent. He's right up in there. He's in 19th, trying to work his way back onto the lead lap the hard way as he's fighting through guys in the top 10. As we've got Brian Day now on pit road, pitting from 18th. Maybe he's out of gas. Nolan McClurg, though, is challenged by Daniel Miglin for the lead. Take a look at this, boys.
I told you it was coming. I said about 4 or 5 laps.
Ooh. Nolan is pushing that thing off the outside, getting as big as run as he can, trying to keep her under him.
He's got to keep those tires good for about another 7 laps or so. He's got to run that thing.
Yeah, it is getting a little lighter out. It's that track temp has got to start coming down a little bit, I would think.
Look at the challenge here between the 2 of them. I'm loving this.
Yeah, this is good racing right here. They're keeping it clean, both running their line and fighting it out, dude.
McClurg powering around the outside. Miglin roping that thing on the bottom. They are swapping lap time for lap time at the moment between the 2 of them as they are going at it for the stage win. But no, Nolan McClurg's going to clip the wall off of turn number 2. It's going to give Miglin the advantage as they get into turn number 3. Another bonsai send from McClurg on the outside, but Miglin's going to get him off of turn number 4. He's going to take the lead now with 7 laps to go in stage number 2.
Knowing that Miglin has this race in his... Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
I said Miglin out in that fresh air, baby. That's where he likes to be, and that's where we seen him pull away earlier in the race.
Yeah,
good
well,
position.
taking those 2 tires only put him about 60 laps to get back to P1. So I guarantee you, he's not taking 2 tires again the rest of this freaking race.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned indeed, as we are seeing a slow car ahead of the leaders. I believe that's the number 11 of Travion Drake in that Krispy Kreme machine. He is now in danger of going another lap down. Jason Rushing has entered the pit road. It seems like a few of the guys that stayed out under that last yellow are going to try and short pit here for gas, but that's going to put a lot of guys in jeopardy for going laps down in this race.
Especially with the stage fast approaching, brother.
That's one of those things where now we're starting to look at the strategy, right? Terry Vincent, Michael Prince, the Day brothers, Austin Guerrero, before Guerrero had his incident, they all went a lap down early. Were they getting gas and, you know, big braining this whole time? Now everybody's going to have to get gas before the stage break, and it's going to put all of them right back where they want to be.
Yeah, this is really tough to dissect at the moment. A lot of guys are going off of the lead lap. I mean, 16th on back is all a lap down at the moment. So this is getting really difficult to keep up with.
They can't go to the final
If
stage.
everybody has to pit, you know, everybody that was on the lead lap, if everybody that was on the lead lap has to pit, that means Nolan McClurg's going to have to pit.
Correct. It's just going to mean, like, how many of these guys are going to wave around at the stage? You know, what's that strategy going to look like? And then what's going to happen from there on out? You know, as we've got only halfway into this race. There's such a long way to go before we get to the end of this thing.
Yeah, and they're not going to make it on gas on just one stop, I don't think. If it goes green the whole stage 3, they're going to have to take gas again. So,
Well, stage 3 being 125 laps is brutal. They're going to have to take a couple different pit
Correct.
strategies there.
yeah, because
got
that
the
and tires.
23 in pit road.
Tyler
Well,
Smith.
Tyler Smith on pit road. Looks like he's in jeopardy now for going a lap down before the stage, as it's now end of stage number 2, lap 125 of 250, as Daniel Miglin has extended his lead over Nolan McClurg, and he is comfortably going to drive his way to a stage win after inheriting the lead for stage number 2 for the casting and drafting 250 for side draft racing league
another
at
caution.
Richmond. That's the stage, boys. That is the stage.
Yep. We're good.
So your stage
That's
2
what's supposed
results.
to be costing.
We've got Daniel Miglin, Nolan McClurg, Tyler Cadd, Keith Fallon, Jamin Bernhardt, Ryan McClurg, Stephen Blevins, Danny Jackson, Bailey Brannon, and Brian Matthews. Looks like all getting some stage points there. But Daniel Miglin, your stage winner for stage number 2. Very reminiscent of what he did at Texas, as he's going to dive down into pit road. And now we are going to see our casting and drafting pit lane battle and see what's going on the racetrack.
Go ahead and pull Miglin up here for a stage win interview.
We'll get him
Yeah,
after
we're
we
gonna
stop.
let him get his pit through and let him get out of the pits, and then we'll pull him up.
Copy.
Few guys staying out there look like they're trying to get the wave around, or the lucky dog. Vincent's one of them. Tyler Smith, another one.
Yeah.
Yep, I expect Vincent, because he just pitted to stay out. He's probably gonna have a pretty decent run. Prince is out there as well.
Austin Norris
Looks
stayed
like
out.
Guerrero's still sitting out there.
Why did Austin Norris stay out?
Maybe he's got to go now, right?
Justin Mummel, he's up to
Yep, there he
third.
is. He's going a little later, it looks like.
Austin Norris now
Yeah, well, 14
entering
cars.
pit road, correct? Yeah, he's going to be the second group. I don't know why he pitted the next lap. Strange. Because he
But
was on
let's
the
see if
lead
we
lap.
can we're going to get Daniel up here from Hollywood Performance. Let's get Daniel up here. What do we think?
All right, let's get him. Daniel Miglin, it's Andy and the boys.
Sir.
All right, congratulations there. Another stage win for you on the year as you battled your way back through the field after taking what I believe was a 2-tire stop. Walk us through what happened there in stage number 2.
It was just a matter of timing the tire advantage. So that caution at lap 40 most of the field took tires. I stayed on the originals. I didn't change my tires until the stage, so that gave me a nice little like 20 lap offset. So even though I restarted in 8th or 10th or whatever, I had plenty more tire to just drive on by.
Yeah,
Oh, so you didn't even take 2. You didn't nothing.
You just
Nope.
fuel only.
Nothing at all.
Oh
I like
boy.
it.
All right. Well, you're gonna win all of this if I was a betting man. All of the cockiness in the hot takes now makes a little more sense. I've been asking all of the drivers this all night. What driver do you not want to see the most in your rearview mirror if you're gonna have?
Nolan's got speed.
All right.
Yeah.
Keith too, but Keith's my teammate, so he won't get too up in my business. But Nolan, I don't know.
Well, the pace car is off. We're going to let you go racing here
Right,
as you
thanks,
get
guys.
rolling in stage number 3.
Good luck.
Try to keep it quick for
Yep.
Daniel Miglin. Oh, shit. They're rolling.
Oh.
It's a short track, boys. We don't have as much time for the interviews, but
God,
Daniel
we got one
Miglin,
question. Oh,
he could have
geez.
talked to us for a little bit longer than maybe necessary. Shit. Sorry, Daniel. We won't try to do that next time at Bristol. But he's going to be your stage number 2 winner as he's going to lead the 16 through the Geico Retail Zone as we start stage number 3. Caution's out. Wesley Biggs, the 64 of Wesley Biggs.
Did Terry get caught up in that?
87's
I
caught
sure
up.
hope not. Nope, Terry's good. Terry's still sitting pretty. He may get the lucky dog here in a second too.
Oh, wow. That was
him or
big
Justin Day.
contact. Wait a second here, boys. We might have a naughty list look at this one.
Oh, naughty list. Let's go.
Was the
dude.
87 slow going into the corner, or was the 64 over aggressive in turn 3 there? That would be the second incident here for the 64 tonight, or he may have been at fault.
Go back a little bit more. I want to say the 87 was pretty slow.
It looks like he was. Let's take a look at. We don't do this often. Let's take a look at Wesley's onboard from his cockpit. That could tell a lot of what happened. I think he took
He's
a
coming
dive.
out from around. He's coming out from around the 11.
I think he took a huge lunge and just oversent
Yeah, coming from that high line to that low line, like you really got to yam the brakes. Nah, I can't put that. I can't put that on the car in front. I can't put that on the 87.
I
you
think
have
he
all that
sent
extra
that.
speed taking that high line, and then you dive it down. It's just you know you're gonna have more
Don't move, Cotton.
momentum and speed. You got to have a lane to do that.
Yep. Short track
Trying to be
racing.
aggressive.
In the words of Denny Hamlin or Joey Logano, it's just short track racing. Well, tonight we're going to see a lot of fucking arguments between these guys because this is gross. We're seeing a lot of disgusting looks on the racetrack. I feel bad for some of these guys that needed big days.
A lot of number ones coming out the window.
All day racing, who we thought was going to be a good team, is just not having the luck go their way tonight on the short track. Daniel Miglin, Nolan McClure, Keith Fallon, Tyler Cadd, Jamin Bernhardt. Jamin Bernhardt, he's getting his way up there. He's up 14 spots. Every time I say someone's increased an insane amount of spots, I feel like I'm giving him a broadcaster curse. But Jamin might be the guy to prove that wrong.
You know what? Speaking of broadcasters and the things we do here on the stream.
Is that a Bonanza car?
I
swear to God, that's a Bonanza car.
It's a Bonanza car,
That car says Bonanza, doesn't it?
My man, dude.
Look at that car. I love that.
That's sweet.
I've never seen that.
Came in the other week, and he said short tracks are his thing, so hopefully he can continue to stay up there and pull it off.
Yes, sir.
Bonanza.
The B.A.C. casting and drafting, we get a lot of feedback from these drivers after races and what we can do better and what we can improve on and what they hated about us, talking shit about them or whatever the case may be.
There seems to be a lot of hate.
There's a lot of hate.
Yeah,
but
that's all right. We ask them for, feedback and that we won't judge them, but we do judge them whenever they say something mean.
Yes, sir. But yes, you can do that at home now. We have a Discord set up for our broadcasting services now, and come on in, dude. Come on in. Give us your feedback. Tell us what we suck at. Tell us what we're good at.
Speaking of stage 3, go ahead and find the chat Go ahead and find the link in the chat. Vote for driver of the day. Vote your
Hey, we're
favorite
back
driver
here.
for a post-race interview in stage number 3, as Daniel Miglin is going to lead him through the restart zone.
I'm gonna wait. I'm voting on mine with 50 laps to go. Ain't no way I can do it with this many left.
Oh no, there's a
Yes,
wreck.
sir.
There's a big wreck. Who was that?
My.
That was Jackson, I believe, in the T-Mobile car, but I don't think he collected the yellow. So
No, he
stayed
did
out.
not. He's still
There's another
rolling,
one,
but
though. Hunter Prince in the back, 57. No caution.
uh-oh.
Michael
57 of Norris.
There's gonna be.
Oh
some
no,
yellow.
Tyler Smith
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Oh, Tyler Smith. He got hit.
Boys, there's this hot take chat is gonna blow up after that.
I don't even know if it's going to be hot takes. It's going to be DMs. It's going to be hands thrown at the trailer. It's going to be,
Oxen rink, dude.
I mean,
It's like
luckily for, I hate to say it, Halo, I know you had a DNF, but at least you got out of this thing early, because if I was rolling around here pacing under yellow, I'd be mad. I'd be mad as hell. Tyler Smith gets contact with the 11. The 11 got into Tyler Smith there. And then the 45 with some pretty good heads-up wreck avoidance. But then as Tyler Smith, he does a very good job of holding his brakes. And then the car spins back around. And the 18 just, boop.
That's where the 18
Yeah,
got caught up.
back that one up a little bit and go watch Michael Prince as well.
Michael Prince.
Yeah, and the 31 car, he got into the 57 of Austin Norris pretty good.
Oh, shoot.
Here we go.
Yeah, coming off of turn 4. There it is.
Yep, and it just looked like Michael Prince put a little too much gas into it, got high, and just boop. Sorry.
Well, the 11, he was blinking when he came off of pit road. And he was blinking again on the front stretch. I don't know if he just has bad internet or what's going on, but if he's on slower than dial-up, oh my god. I mean, it would be fitting, wouldn't it? It would track.
That was good.
Well, while we were going over those replays, boys, Terry Vincent, lucky dog candidate.
Terry Vincent
back
is the
on
lucky
the
dog?
lead lap is Terry Vincent.
Here he
Getting back
comes.
into, it looks like that P16 spot.
All right.
And we got
Tyler
a new
Smith.
Challenger up front.
He's facing
My
the
pick,
adversity.
Tyler Cad.
The Alani Toyota is on pit road again. I feel like Tyler Smith, it's the same thing every week, isn't it? Where he gets beat up, banged up, and then he gets in this position where he's either a lap down or he's on the cusp of being a lap down. He gets a little bit of damage fixed up, and then he just is patient. I think if I was running in this league, I wouldn't even race. I wouldn't qualify. I would start in dead last, and I would stop lap 1, and I would just wait for all the wrecks. I would sit in the back. I would ask for an EOL until there's 50 to go, and then I would try.
Andy, some of us ain't that good, brother.
50 to go, and then once there's 50 to go, let's race. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is tough.
Hey, I think Saturday night, dude. I don't even think you hopped in the horseshoe, motor shorts chat.
Uh-oh.
I didn't even know you were racing, and then all of a sudden, here comes Andy passing me.
That was Wednesday. Wednesday
night, whatever. Can't even remember the nights, but
the silent
it's
killer.
Out of
Dude.
nowhere, here comes Andy.
Well, the pace car is off. Django Miglin chose the outside lane again. Tyler Cad to his inside. Miglin is going to get a massive jump, and he is going to lead him through the Geico restart zone for the however many time here at Richmond. But this time, Tyler Cad is going to challenge on the inside off of turn number 2. The 91 is going to give the 4 a run for his money. But he's not going to have enough, as his teammate, Keith Fallon, is going to challenge the 91 for the second spot, as Miglin is going to continue to hold that lead.
Are we surprised?
Slightly, but not very.
Are we
And here
surprised that
comes-
we're now sitting 1-2 Keith Fallon and Daniel Miglin?
Keith Fallon, no, he's not 1-2, as we see a little bit of contact there with the 16 and the 91. Keith is fighting as they are 3 wide behind the leader for second. Keith is just holding it and roping it on the inside, but Ladies and
Where
gentlemen,
does it go?
here comes the number 12 Bonanza Chevrolet or Ford. He's back there looking for it.
You know whose teammates he is?
Who's that?
Daggum Miglin and Foul.
Do you think if Jamin Bernhardt gets up to the front, they're going to give good old Bonanza the win?
Yeah,
100%.
that's exactly what they said after Texas. They said, well, it won't be in Atlanta, but it may be Richmond. That's exactly what they said.
Jamin Bernhardt, if he can keep it clean, he's almost there. He's starting to pace with these guys at the front of the field, and he's looking good. We're seeing a cinematic battle between the 91, the 16, and the 40 for the second spot, but Ryan McClurg is starting to eye up the crumbs, and the caution is out. Bailey Brannon in the 6. He was involved with, oh my god.
The whole lobby?
Did
they glitch?
Dude.
What is going on?
Did they all stop, or did they all glitch?
Well, I believe this started. I believe this started with the number 87 on the front stretch. As he clips, he gets absolutely unstable, and then he clips the 6, and then the 57 goes around, and then here comes the rest of them.
The cinematic stop by the whole aft pack is undeniably gonna need to take a photo of and put somewhere in this Discord. Watch this.
The 35, the 45, the 18, and the 23 were all able to come
Tell me you
to
don't have
a
any fast
halt.
repairs. Tell me you don't have no fast repairs.
Yeah. Tell me you're trying to keep it clean.
Well, it's showing that Wesley Biggs just crashed under yellow. What happened there?
I'm not sure. We can go back and look at it though.
He may have
Maybe
just
it was
reached
just-
his tires or something.
Oh, he was the lucky dog.
Okay.
He was the lucky dog, and I think he might have had some contact with the outside wall when he went around the pace car, so it showed him as a crashed vehicle.
Oh.
So I think he's fine. But that's going to give Daniel Miglin his inherited lead. And everybody else is just back there kind of, I don't know, having fun, guessing. But right now, if you look at the leaders inside the top 10, they've all got about 21 laps on this run. So, why the hell didn't they take fuel?
Because the leader didn't. That's my only thing. The leader didn't go, I'm not going. It's the only thing I can think of.
With the way that this is unfolding, you don't need tires if the guys in front aren't taking tires. Just keep taking gas. Stay on the lead lap. You're going to leapfrog all of the guys that are a lap down, and then you're going to restart every single time inside the top 20. Just keep topping that thing off with fuel.
Let me ask you this, Andy. Do you want to take gas and start P20 and then
Well, no.
risk ending up like
You
that?
wouldn't start-
Or do you want to keep sitting in P2 and be like, all right, we'll
Guess
figure
what?
gas out later?
You wouldn't start P20. There's only 15 cars on the lead lap. You'd start P15.
Yeah, well, that's where all the wrecks happen. I'm
Not
sitting-
all of
I
them.
don't want to go
Not
to
all of them.
P15.
Not all of them. Just put in the chat, hi, I want an EOL. I want an EOL.
I don't want EOL at all. I want fucking front of line. Let me get like in P5. That's exactly where I want to stay this.
You want a FOL?
Yeah. I want an FOL and I'll wave by like the first 4. You know,
Well-
like as crazy and as hectic as this is, everybody in the, double digits of this race in terms of position has ended up in some sort of damage. I do not want to be anywhere around that. Hell no, I'm not taking gas or anything to put myself in that danger.
Boys.
Okay,
Boy,
well,
right here it is.
Daniel
3
Miglin
teammates.
is going to lead
Outside
him
line.
on the outside line again into the Geico restart zone. Grip it, rip it, and sip it as we are going green for the how many time tonight here in the Side Draft Racing League. B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250. There is only 100 laps left to go in this one, as Daniel Miglin is going to go ahead and try and command his lead, as Keith Fallon and Tyler Cadd and Nolan McClurg are going to continue their ongoing battle for second. But Jamin Bernhardt, can he pick up the crumbs and work his way into the top 3 with his teammates?
Tell you what, if we were ever going to have a race that revolved around B.A.C. levels, this is the one to do it because some
Oh
of these
my
drivers
God.
I kind of want to test.
Well-
They may be going to jail after the end of this.
Tyler Cadd in second. He's up 9 spots. Jamin Bernhardt in fifth. He is up 14 spots. And Brian Matthews in eighth is up 10 spots. Ryan McClurg working against Jamin Bernhardt as they are now 3 wide. Trying to get towards the front of the field.
Matthews, we haven't heard a lot of him. He's been
and
quiet.
realistically, somebody that's coming up incredibly quick, Terry Vincent, he's making his way.
Look at
Dude.
Brian Matthews up 10 spots though.
He pitted under
Yeah,
that last
Ryan
one.
Matthews, it took him 200 laps to get up that many spots. Terry Vincent just climbed 10 spots in the last 10 laps.
He also is on fresh tires and gas, and he can go along these right now. And he's
Yeah.
moving,
Terry Vincent is moving pretty well.
brother. If I'd be racing this league, dude, I'm telling you, after last week, I'd have been like, "Hey Terry, come race for me. If I'm not a Chevy owner, which I'm a Chevy guy to the core, you know, with Fords. How about Colin?
Spending the $15 or $10 to go buy you a Chevy so you can get with him.
No,
Brett-
no, I'm
Brett's,
paying $15 to get him to wherever I need to get him at.
For
Well,
the
like,
listeners
hey.
at home, Bubba wants a Ford so bad he
Dingo
he got
Miglin
his truck painted same color as the
is stretching his lead. Keith
Hold up.
Fallon worked his way up to second. Tyler Cadd is now third. Nolan McClurg is fourth, and Jamin Bernhardt is up to fifth.
Just for all the viewers at home, I had a blue Chevy first.
Before Ford was the thing? I don't think so.
So I'm gonna go into my crystal ball here. Andy, tell me how
my
crazy this
tidbit.
is. I'm gonna get into this crystal ball here. It's gonna come down to about 20 hot laps. There's gonna be a caution with about 20 to go, and it's gonna be a fight between Daniel Miglin, Keith Fallon, Tyler Cadd, Nolan McClurg, and Terry Vincent.
Well, I don't know. Keith is starting to put a lot better lap times down over his teammate. And they, like I have said, have both won a race. There's controversy on who is better in the power rankings, as I have favored Keith all season because I think Keith is slightly better. And I think Keith's going to do it tonight. I think Keith is going to work his way to the front, and it's going to be a top 3 finish between Keith Fallon, Daniel Miglin, and then Terry Vincent is going to work his way all the way up to the podium.
You think,
So-
dude, Nolan's running. Nolan
Nope,
is
nope,
running
nope,
some
nope, nope,
freaking
nope,
hot
nope,
laps,
nope,
though.
nope, 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 because Terry Vincent, like you said, has worked his way through the lap traffic, and he's going to know how to pass. Nolan McClurg has ran second most of the night, and he has not passed as many cars.
Terry, hold her together. Oh, Terry's broadside. Oh, no.
The broadcaster cursed.
All
The
right,
broadcaster
well, all right,
cursed.
Nolan McClurg's getting third. Sorry, Terry.
We're sorry, dude.
No,
We're
I'm sorry. Scary
No.
Terry.
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 Terry, no. Well,
Dude, I
shit.
seen him coming off, and I was like, oh, no. Hold
Shit.
it together. Hold it together. Hold it together. Damn
No,
it.
Oh, he did the Bozic sway, dude.
not the Bozic sway.
It got him. It got him good.
He had it until he got
Oh,
it.
he really did the
I was like,
Bozic
oh,
sway.
yep. He got it. Oh.
But he didn't take any damage. He didn't touch the wall. He's still on the lead lap.
A+.
You know what?
Well,
Get the thing,
Gotta
get some new
take
tires on it. Get
Yeah,
some
I
new
was gonna say,
tires
he's
on
got
it.
some bald spots on them things. He's gonna have to take some tires.
As we're going to see everybody take. This is it. This is the pit stop. This is the one you
There's
want to win the
people staying
race.
out. There's people staying out, Andy.
Who?
The number 6, the 45. Who we got?
Yeah, but they're not on the lead lap, are they?
Yeah, Guerrero has to stay. He's 3 laps
Brandon
down. He's
stayed
gotta
out.
stay
Norris
out.
stayed out. Vincent stayed out after that spin. Miglin is going to win the battle off of pit road, followed by Keith Fallon. And then teammate Jamin Bernhardt from Merca Motorsports is going to be right behind all their teammates. So all of Merca Motorsports pits, and they win the battle off of pit road. Jamin Bernhardt ahead of Nolan McClurg, ahead of Tyler Cadd. Michael Prince finally might be kind of back and restored what has been lost in this race. He's in the lead lap inside the top 10, up there again with the leaders. So we'll see what happens for Michael Prince.
Buddy.
We're seeing, maybe those guys that stayed out are starting to pit. Terry Vincent now on pit road, joined by the number 11 in the 70. So Terry is taking this lap around. Bailey Brannon, he has now inherited the lead by staying out. The 57 of Austin Norris is going to be behind him. Brannon up 20 spots. Looking at pit strategy here for Brannon, him and Norris, their tires are 16 laps old. So don't know exactly what their strategy is looking like. It seems very mixed for what they are trying to do.
Stage points, just lead a lap or so, and I don't know. But he's got to, right now, looking at him and the way he's raced, he's got to just breathe, keep that thing under him. Don't overdrive it. These guys are going to be breathing down your neck. Let them earn the pass, you know?
Yeah, it seems like it's one of those things, too, where, you know, it's like I'd rather somebody pass me than me try to pass everybody else. You know, you probably get another 14 laps out of those tires. Odds are you're going to see another caution, then you can end up back where you want to. But if there's a giant wreck behind you of a whole bunch of cars on the lead lap, then you get to pit and, you know, end up, you know, all those spots of those cars that are going to have to take all that damage repair.
If you haven't voted for Driver of the Day, go ahead and check out the chat. The vote is there. The pace car is off. Get ready to grip it, rip it, and sip it as Bailey Brannon and the number 6 Ford is going to lead him into the Geico restart zone. He's going to get a big jump. The 57 of Austin Norris on the outside. He goes absolutely nowhere as Daniel Miglin is now going to try and get back up to his lead as Keith Fallon is going to challenge his teammate now for the second spot. Let's see which driver from that team is going to go after it as Jamin Bernhardt is under pressure from Nolan McClurg for 5th.
Here's where it's all right. Is Keith battling, or is he just keeping McClurg behind him because they know McClurg is our contender right now?
Well, after the slow start, Austin Norris is holding his own on the outside, but it's kind of holding up Nolan McClurg, who likes to run that high side. McClurg is having to change up his usual line, but now he's roping that car off the bottom. He's going to send it 3 wide to the inside of Keith Fallon as Daniel Miglin is challenging Bailey Brannon for the lead. Keith Fallon is going to try and get there, but he cannot. Nolan McClurg is going to inherit the 3rd spot. Bailey Brannon fighting to try and retain the lead. He cannot. Nolan McClurg to the inside of Brannon for 2nd. Now it's Miglin, McClurg, Brannon, Fallon, Norris, your top 5. But Michael Prince has worked his way up to 6th, and the caution is out yet again.
Yeah, you put Nolan on a short stint. You give Nolan 10 laps on good tires, that dude is cooking.
He made an impressive move to get around Keith and get it back into that spot just in time for that cautionary tear.
Number 3 of Justin Day got loose off of turn 4, got it into the grass in the infield, and he's going to get that car back rolling, but it was enough to break out the caution. Jonathan Day, slow. He stopped on pit road. Don't know what's going on there. It looks like he's got some damage as well. But Daniel Miglin, your leader. Colin, you there, buddy?
I am here. It's hard to keep up with the race with my stream not cooperating here. I'm not seeing live footage, so it's hard to keep up with the current events.
I'm sorry. We'll try and get you spun up
Are you
next
fast
week.
forwarding and getting all the laps and everything, or is it just laggy?
No, I'm actually had to go through a stream of Brett's. Like, yeah, I'm watching his screen.
Well, a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm sure there's an intern somewhere we can fire for that. No big deal.
Fired.
Well, Colin's the intern, so.
Oh shit! All right, Colin. I hope you didn't get too settled into your cubicle yet.
I bought a nice chair and everything. Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Oh my.
So, did anybody drop the news about possible broadcast car?
Not yet. We have not dropped that news, but if the folks at home are interested, the broadcasting team, all 4 of us, are going to be running a race of our choice this season and competing against these guys in the field, competing for B.A.C. casting and drafting. And next season for Side Draft Racing League, we're going to rotate who drives every single week in a full-time entry. And the broadcasters are going to try and take the championship from these chumps.
Let's go, dude.
And we're going to go out there and not show them that we know how to talk. We're going to show these boys that we mean business and know how to drive. We're not even going to join a team. We're just going to be us on our lonesome in the broadcast mobile, and we're going to fuck them up. We're going to win.
That's right, boys. We're coming for that ass.
We got a rock, paper, scissors over like Daytona and Dago, right?
Oh, you guys go ahead. I want Bristol. I want Rockingham. I want Darlington. I want to piggyback the team.
Oh,
I want to piggyback the team on the 3 hard ones, and you guys go ahead and take the easy ones.
Yeah,
Hey, and if we're
I'll
not
tell
up
you
front,
what, I've been putting some laps in on Iowa this last week.
Yep.
I feel like I can put up some good times.
Put me in on the road courses too. I'll go ahead and be our road course ringer.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me. I can
I'll go
promise
ahead
you
and
that.
I'll give Terry Vincent a run for his money.
and even if our car isn't up front winning, our
but
paint
you know
schemes
what?
will
It
be.
would be interesting.
Sir.
Well, I believe it's double digits at this point. Daniel Miglin has got the pace car off. He has chosen the outside. Mullen McClure gets to the inside. Keith Fallon is third. Miglin's going to lead him into the Geico restart zone. Go ahead and grip it, rip it, and sip it if you've still got it. We're on lap 174 of 250 for Side Draft Racing League here for the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 at Richmond Raceway as Daniel Miglin is showing his dominance and ability to lead on the racetrack over the 16 of Nolan McClure. And we've got a wreck behind. Michael Prince is sideways. Looks like he saved it.
Saved it.
No yellow.
Thank God. He's still alive.
Yeah, dude. Nolan he has looked strong today, dude. Looks strong today.
When there's a caution every 10 laps, I mean, he can push those tires to the limit.
Yeah.
If this were to go 40 clean laps, Miglin would be out by a large margin, and Terry Evans would be right behind him.
Well, the fuel data's got to be messed up too at this point. I mean, how do you even know how much gas you can put in the car and run on a long run when their longest run has been like 15 laps? There it is.
Yeah. Oh, we got 3 laps out of that one, boys.
Oh, buddy. I don't know what happened. Anybody see it?
Nope.
I think I saw Prince go around.
The producers over in the gentleman's room are calling me. I will be back.
Oh, there it is. It was Michael Prince.
Hey, and I am unfired from internship.
All right.
Hold up.
Would you believe it, dude? Let's take a look. Why do the producers always call Jarrett? Let's take a look and see what happened to Michael Prince.
Is he secretly like the boss of us?
Dude, I'm the boss. Well, I don't know. The 14 gets very hard into the outside wall of turn number 2. It causes Michael Prince to have to check up, go down a lane from his exit, and then the number 3 did not see that coming. That's going to cause the caution to come out again. And short end of the stick for the number 31 of Michael Prince. I feel bad for him. He just can't catch a break after starting on pole in this race.
Yeah, that's rough break. He's been catching rough breaks the last couple of weeks, man. He was one of our losers in the winners and losers segment, and man, dude, there's a couple guys that we've been talking about. There's just the Halo guys, Optimal Racing, Michael Prince, I mean Ryan Castleberry again, dude, like caught up in it and they just can't get around it or can't stay out of it, and that's the advantage of running mid-pack.
And Prince is going to go a lap down as he stopped on the pit lane. Mummel, I don't know what's going on with him. He stopped on the pit lane.
Probably,
Damage.
Yep. No fast repairs left.
Nothing. Mummel's on the pit lane. Prince, maybe he did stay on the lead lap there as he might have beat the pace car off. Looks like he just timed it right.
Unfortunately, I think with all these cautions and more to come, my debut might have to come to an end.
All right, Colin. Well, we appreciate you joining us in the booth,
Yes, sir.
as it's been a
I
long 2
appreciate
hours.
I appreciate all the viewers, and I will see you guys all next week.
All right. We'll see you next week,
Everybody.
Colin.
See you.
Well, even the broadcasters are signing off early, as we have got a long way to go. We're on lap 179 of 250 here at Richmond for Side Draft Racing League, as Daniel Miglin is the man to beat so far in this one. Hopefully he can go out there and just continue to lead in this caution fest. I mean, he's doing all right. Looks good, but I don't know. It's anybody's race, in my opinion, as new players keep emerging towards the front of the field, as the midfield has been cycling a lot. Pace car's going
Yeah.
to be off, and Miglin is going to be on the outside once again, leading him into the Geico restart zone, and he is going to take the green flag here for the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 at Richmond.
Yeah, I think if we can go green 25, 30 laps, I expect Tyler Smith and Terry Vincent, both who are on the lead lap, sitting in P10 and P12 to get their way up there. I think Austin Norris will probably fall off, and then I think it'll be Miglin, Fallon, Nolan, Tyler Smith, and Terry Vincent for the top 5.
If you're Nolan, you have got to keep Daniel in your sights, and you've got to keep that
Putting
Keith
pressure
Fallon.
on.
You got to keep that Keith Fallon dude in your rear view mirror. You
Look at the
cannot
pressure.
Yes, sir.
Look
He's
at the
been getting
16.
He's been getting more and more comfortable with that inside line, taking the lead right here on the inside, dude.
Look at Nolan McClurg. He's going to go ahead and snag this one from Daniel Miglin, and he gets really loose off of turn number 2. Miglin's now going to try and look to the inside of the 16. He cannot do it. He's going to back off the throttle on the turn number 3. McClurg is now comfortably running his high side line here for side draft, as now Miglin is going to try and work his way towards the front. Keith Fallon has gotten his way up to 3rd, Austin Norris in 4th, Ryan McClurg 5th, Jamin Bernhardt 6th, Stephen Blevins 7th, Terry Vincent 8th, Brian Matthews 9th, and Michael Prince rounding out the top 10, as we are on lap 184 of 250.
Well, so a little bit of insight that we do have as broadcasters is Daniel's got a whole extra set of tires on everybody.
Oh.
So I think he's going to use this strategy again, where he could fall a position or two. Wait for the opportune time when everybody's going to take or run out of tires, and then if the opportunity gives itself, he's going to be able to put on a whole new fresh set of tires and get out there and get out front. And I think that's what's happening right here.
Yeah, the
Yes,
thing is
too.
it's gonna bite you at some point, right? Like, we've seen a lot of racing tonight. We've seen a lot of cautions. But when does this thing stay clean and green to the end is my question. Are they gonna keep wrecking, or is it gonna be like Iowa for the Cup Series this past weekend, where they just decided, you know what, we're done wrecking, let's just have a day and race? And I think we might finally be at this point where they're just going to start running clean laps as the field is starting to get more stretched out.
Hey, Andy, can you pull out that graphic with the tires and see what lap Nolan's on and what lap Daniel's on? See how
They're both 25
both
laps
the
on
same.
their run.
Nolan is putting
But
a
I
gap
don't
on Daniel,
know
but is he saving?
I don't know when they pitted for tires though, based off of this graphic.
Yeah. So
But it looks like they've both, alternated pit stops, but have kind of been on the same strategy between Nolan and Miglin.
I don't know. It kind of looks like Daniel's kind of backing off, maybe saving a little bit. Maybe he's on a different fuel strategy as well, just trying to save and let Nolan run him out and stop for gas and then put it on it. But hard to tell, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to tell too, because shit, there's so many cautions. We're only 190 in. There's still 60 more laps of this.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe the splits are, teammates are coming, boy. Teammates are coming. If you're Nolan, you love to see what you just did right there. Is put a lap car between y'all, them two, behind you. Just keep pushing, keep making ground.
Looks like the 11 is just slow on the bottom as we're seeing Keith Fallon and the 69 of Ryan McClurg work through that traffic. The 11 is going to peel down pit road as McClurg is starting to challenge Fallon. And we've got a caution between Tyler Smith and Ryan Castleberry. No.
No.
Oh, we got another team beefing, dude.
Oh no.
Team
There's
on
a...
team contact?
Tyler Cad? Tyler! No.
Wait, I don't think it was Tyler Smith and Castleberry were rooted. It looks like Smith got a push from somebody here going into turn 3. Or he just didn't feel the car to his inside, or the car on the inside might have drove up a little bit and just had... The 57 had a terrible entry into the corner. You could see the speed from the cars around the 57 that something was off, as he was definitely off the throttle. And then Tyler Smith got the worst end of it, shooting it towards the outside wall. Ryan Castleberry went high to try and avoid it and had nowhere to go. And then you got teammate on teammate Alani action. The Alani cans are both crushed.
Yeah, if you watch Tyler Smith from a far chase, it's like you can see the 57 car just come straight into him. It's whoa.
Yeah, that's not right. Something. Let's go ahead and take a look at what you're talking about since we got some time here. I want to see this.
Yep.
So
Go far
Smith.
chase.
I gotta try and speed up my rewind as much as possible. Here we go. So you see Tyler Smith on the outside.
Yep. So just coming into turn 3. It's not here. You can see the 57 takes the bottom line coming into turn 3, and it's not that big of an issue. It's it looks like he understands. I don't know what he sees.
Oh.
You'll see the 57 just decide we're gonna come up now.
Naughty
we may have some
list.
new.
Naughty list. Not the naughty list.
Shit, that was ugly.
When you watch at full speed, it even looks worse because you can see him down below, and then boom! Why are you coming up?
That was the 57? Where's his car at? I gotta find this. That's Austin Norris, right?
Yeah.
I don't like to expose people, but what were his hands doing? Let's take a look. He was slow. He's cranking that wheel to the right. He did not crank it to the left. He's to the left. I mean, not to the right. But
is he on old tires? I wonder. Just
he just came up
too hot into the corner, trying to make.
It looks way worse than it is. You can tell he's cranking that wheel to the left. It's obviously not intentional, but man, he just came right up into him.
That car did not do what he wanted it to do.
Well,
I wonder if he's on old tires and just too hard into the entry, being a low line, not getting the angle that he's used to, and knowing that Tyler was on the outside.
Noel McClurg has inherited our lead. Django Miglin is in second, but look at who is in third place. That is the number 1 of Terry Vincent. Scary Terry is back, and he's ready to attack. He's worked his way up to the front of the field as Michael Prince and Keith Fallon have fallen down the order. But right now we're going to see the number 16 of Nolan McClurg lead him into the restart zone. I think it's a massive jump on Miglin. And now Terry Vincent to the outside of Miglin as we're going to see the battle for P2.
Oh, that was dirty. I like it.
Oh, Vincent gets into the outside wall.
Yeah, it's all rubbing. He's ready for it. He's been looking for this opportunity to race Miglin like this all night.
Yep. That was gnarly for the people you were home, dude. What he did was McClurg actually slowed down in the restart zone, allowing Daniel to check up.
He's going to dive to the inside of Miglin. They're challenging for second. The 69 though of Ryan McClurg. Can he get up there with Nolan and help his teammate out?
He's trying to help. He's worked his way up there. Both of the McClurgs were fast in practice. They were both fast.
Excellent
Ryan,
defense.
I think, had a lot of a lot of traffic to deal with today, you know, but he has raced clean, avoided the wrecks, and look at the position he's in. Let's look at the position he's in.
Excellent defense so far from Daniel Miglin.
Right now, pretty handily, just watching Terry Vincent from a chase view. He is eating those tires up. I'm seeing a lot of smoke and a lot of rubber being left on the track for what he's doing, but he just put himself in P2.
Well, there's only 50 laps to go at this point. Terry Vincent says, I am back and I'm ready to attack. I want my lead back. And here he comes with 49 laps. 48 going to be at the stripe for him as he's going to try and run down the leader.
Ryan McClure got past Miglin for the 3 spot.
Yeah, maybe that ability to save those tires for the end for Miglin could come back to bite him if he doesn't get another caution. Michael Prince, who fell way down the order, is all the way back up to 5th behind Miglin, but now he is dooring Miglin as they cross the start-finish line, and Prince is going to take away that spot from him. As now Miglin is going one direction, and it's the wrong way. Bailey Brannon has worked his way up 15 spots, the most in the field, inside the top 10 tonight, and he's going to try and get Miglin next. Miglin is going backwards and fast. He's sinking like an anchor.
Yeah, but he still has one extra set of tires. He's just waiting on that caution, but it may not come out. Like you said, everybody may be cool, calm, collected. Now they're only, there's only 11 drivers or 15 drivers on the track right now that are really putting out some lap times.
The other thing you have to think of,
there may not be another caution.
If all of these guys have to pit, correct, and they have to take gas and we don't get our caution, you still have to take tires on pit road. That's going to slow you down 10 seconds on your pit stop more than everybody else. And then you have to run down everybody with a limited amount of time. So I feel like for Miglin, he almost needs a caution.
Yeah,
in the first stage,
that is the strategy. You cannot green stop, take 4 when everybody else is just taking gas.
Yes, I mean,
Well, with this many laps to go, it's a big gamble.
Yeah, and that's where it's like it worked for him in stage 1, but it might not pay off if we stay green here. And like I said, the last time we started getting green flag pit stops and caution came out and screwed a lot of guys. So yeah, it's a big gamble. I don't know which one I would take, but big gamble for sure.
44 laps to go. Nolan McClurg is starting to stretch his legs with the lead as his teammate Ryan McClurg is putting the pressure on Terry Vincent for the 2nd spot, and Michael Prince working his way all the way back up to 4th, reminiscent of what he did last week. Let's see if Prince can fight his way back up to the front. He's the man that qualified on pole tonight. He is finally back in the top 5 after some bad luck, but Bailey Brannon having a fantastic run so far. One of our newcomers in this league. He missed the first 2 weeks of the season, joined us at the road course last week, and now he is fighting Jamin Bernhardt for a top 5 spot, but it looks like Bernhardt is going to go ahead and get Brannon for position as they are battling for the 5 spot.
So Colin was still here with us because
this comes back into that little fun idiom I was talking about before race. I said, this is a pretty slow track, right? Before you completely shut me down, I said, slower than dial-up is going to run this thing fast. And look at him sitting 1 and 3.
Hey, and if Colin was still here, daggum, Chevy's up there, boy.
Daggone.
Dude, if I was these McClurg boys, there's a car in between them I'd be trying to pick up.
Chevrolet top 4, Fords all the way back to Tyler Cadd, no Toyotas on the lead lap, as we are now seeing
for P2.
I'm
telling you, the McClurg boys.
Ryan McClurg, Terry Vincent battling. McClurg's going to get Vincent on the inside into turn number 3.
Now it just comes down to pit strategy, because Nolan and Ryan are working together on how to, one of us secure the win and the other one take P2, and do we have tires and gas to get us where we need to be?
The McClurgs are on the exact same strategy. They've both been on the track now the longest they've been tonight, besides their second stint. Their second stint, they ran 60 laps. This stint, they are both on 49 laps. Vincent on the same strategy behind them currently, 48 laps into the run. 4th place, though, Jamin Bernhardt recently pitted ahead of his teammate Keith Fallon. Bernhardt up 15 spots. Did he get the strategy right at this point in the race?
huge if it was. Huge,
You know what? I
'cause you know
wasn't.
these guys
I
are gonna
mean,
be.
I love Jamin and everything he's been saying, and you know, like he's been talking about he's going to be a P5 this whole time, and I'm going to be the first one to say, Jamin, I apologize. I was a non-believer, but if you can pull this one out ahead of both Miglin and Fallon,
Terry Vincent, he's
with,
on
buddy.
pit road. Terry Vincent's on pit road. That tells me what I need to know. He was on the same strategy as the leaders. It's time for gas for Terry Vincent.
Yep, it's time for gas for just about everybody.
Except for Jamin Bernhardt and Keith Fallon.
Yes, sir.
They're only 20 laps into their run, but Keith is challenging his teammate for third. For the man without a win, you'd think they'd help him out a little bit more, but look at Keith. He's going to roll right by him.
He said, "Hold on, young buck."
Yeah, he was like, "Hold on, young buck. Let me go on and get these guys out the way." Maybe he's just trying to, be like the trailblazer and be like, "Hey, just follow me, buddy. I'll get you there."
Well, Ryan McClurg, he's going. He's taking.
Yep.
Nolan McClurg, he's taking. Jamin Bernhardt, he is behind his teammate Keith Fallon for the lead. Michael Prince in third, Bailey Brennan fourth, Danny Jackson now up to fifth. Stephen Blevins is up to sixth. But looking at Fallon, Bernhardt, and Prince, 22-lap old tires.
Where did Miglin go?
Miglin pitted.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got some catching up to do.
He's a lap down because he had to take fuel and tires. Miglin's way down the order. But it's given Keith Fallon the lead. Teammate Jamin Bernhardt second. Michael Prince in third.
That was impressive. The McClurg boys were also, they were the longest stint out there, and they were still putting down good lap times.
Justin and Brian Day running 6th and 7th, now both inside the top 10. But they are on completely different strategies, as Day and Blevins, both 54-lap olds, as Blevins is going to go ahead and make his stop. Keith Fallon still staying with the lead. Jamin Bernhardt second, Michael Prince third, Brandon fourth, Justin Day fifth. We'll kind of see where everybody comes out, but it looks like Nolan McClurg and Ryan McClurg are split right now. Terry Vincent has gotten in the middle of them as he is trying to run down Nolan through the lap traffic as they are battling their way back onto the lead lap.
I have a hard time not believing in whatever Keith is doing, right? Because between Keith winning and then Miglin talking how highly that he did of Keith when he won at Texas on strategy, it has to make you think like he's got a freaking plan up his sleeve, and this dude's a crew chief at heart, and he's just racing for fun. Like he understands like where these cars are, where the fuel is, and when we need to start going. And I think if you look at, master strategy, if it pulls off, Keith is going to be like, it doesn't matter. Whatever he says is like gospel at this point. If he can do it again.
Well, right now, there are only 5 cars on the lead lap. It's Keith Fallon, Jamin Bernhardt, Michael Prince, Bailey Brannon, and Austin Norris. But Nolan McClurg just set the fastest lap of the race with a 21.87. Fallon in the lead is running 22.6. So the time is being lost for those staying out. But Tyler Cadd is ahead.
7 more laps.
Tyler Cadd is ahead of Nolan McClurg at the moment, as he is on a completely different strategy. Austin Norris, Tyler Cadd, Keith Fallon, Jamin Bernhardt, Michael Prince, all on the same strategy. Bailey Brannon, 45 laps into his run. He's going to have to be pitting soon, as he's going to be out of gas. We've got 26 laps to go here at the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 for Side Draft Racing League at Richmond Raceway.
Listeners at home, we've been green flag a while now.
Thinking like, is Keith's plan just wait for a caution? Because it may not come, and then you're definitely shit out of luck. But if it comes now,
Bailey
you can
Brannon
pit with all of the liberty and still be sitting in the P5 with no spot, with
Bailey
nothing
Brannon,
to do.
he's on pit road 46 laps into that run. He's finally going to take. So that tells you about 50 to 60 laps where you're going to have to take. Keith Fallon, 32 laps on this run, 25 laps to go. I think he's got enough to make it if this stays green.
You think he has enough fuel? When was the last time he pitted?
Well, if Bailey Brannon, and look at the leaders, right? Nolan and Ryan McClurg went 53 laps. Right now, Keith is on lap 33. That could be enough if he saves.
Yeah. Very well. Very
Just
well.
just about the mid 50s, you could save enough.
For our viewers at home, we've been green flag for a while. Don't forget to vote for your driver of the day.
Oh yeah.
It's a little mix-up, and we've seen a lot of people shuffle to the front and put up some good performances today. So go out there and show them your support. Vote for driver of the day. Get them an interview. Those post-race.
I'm gonna vote Bryce Keegan.
Young buck, you better hit a home run. But yeah, I think Keith's got it figured out. Just I don't know. His teammate he's putting some distance on his teammate in Bernhardt, but dude, this will be a good power move for Keith, and Bernhardt showed that he can win with his teammates, big boys, and Keith Fallon and Daniel Biggins.
Hey,
So.
don't worry, Andy. You didn't just miss who like on the thing on who I was gonna vote for.
Bryce Keegan?
Nope. Somehow you got him in here. You didn't get that 16 car in here at all.
Oh, he's not on the list?
Nope.
I'm sorry. We'll have to add him to the list next week.
Sounds like he needs to be.
Need to
driver
update.
anyways.
Need to update the roster.
All right.
Oh man, 20 to go, boys. Keith looks commanding. We've been green for a while. Is there going to be another caution to tighten these boys back up? Yay or nay?
I think no.
You think no?
No.
Get into some lap traffic though.
I don't know.
What are we up to? How many
For responses?
cautions?
Oh, I don't even know. It's too many. The voting is very, very, very close for driver of the day. Oh my god.
Viewers,
Wow.
get them in. Break this tie. Let's go.
58 responses so far for the driver of the day vote. If you haven't voted, vote for your favorite driver. But right now, the odds of it being a driver from All Day Racing are extremely high. It's just which driver is going to win, is all I'm going to say.
All right. Yes, sir.
We're pulling up that
Is
pit
it
strategy.
Gas? Ooh.
It's down to gas. Keith Fallon is down to gas. See what he's doing on his dashboard. I want to know when he's lifting. He's really coasting into the corners as some of the slower guys are starting to get around him. His times have fallen down to about a 23-second lap. 23.5-second lap. As we are seeing Michael Prince. He has finally made his way onto pit road. Michael Prince is in the pit lane. Austin Norris, he's on the pit lane.
I'm gonna be honest. If Keith can't get there on gas, well, I guarantee it's gonna be Nolan. It's not even gonna be close.
I don't know.
Because Jamin's on the same pit strategy as his teammate.
Nolan McClurg is in third, but he's still a full lap behind Keith Fallon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's fast. I guarantee a caution. I would be shaking in my boots if I was Keith.
But Nolan
and
just
Jamin.
unlapped himself,
Yep.
but he's only got 13 laps to make up an entire lap to Jamin Bernhardt, who has now inherited the lead from Keith Fallon. Keith
still
is
in the
pitting.
pit?
Keith is pitting. Jamin's staying out. He's risking it all. Bonanza.
Oh.
12 laps to go. Can he do it?
No chance.
12
chance,
laps
dude.
for the number 12 of Jamin Bernhardt. Is he going to try and get this thing done at Richmond by risking it all and staying out? No. He is going to pit. That is going to give Nolan McClurg the lead, as he's going to have to work his way around Keith and around Jamin.
No, the McClurg brothers are winning this, and Miglin will be up there, and Vincent will be up there. Yep, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Right now, Nolan McClurg will go ahead and take a look, as he is going to have to pass Jamin Bernhardt. He does. Nolan McClurg is your new leader. He's going to inherit the lead. 11 laps to go. Ryan McClurg, he's behind him. Teammate in second.
Oh, somebody just about.
Tyler Cadd
made
in
it.
third. Terry Vincent fourth. And Daniel Miglin fifth. But Jamin Bernhardt on those fresh tires, he's not too far behind the leaders. Can he try and run those guys down with 10 to go?
3.4 seconds-ish, maybe.
Noel McClurg's doing it.
I don't know, man. A caution would be... Oh, caution would be huge right now.
I don't know if we're going to get one. I expected to see this all night. Was a long green flag run. But, man, I didn't expect it to happen like this late in the race. Tyler Cadd is pitting. Keith Fallon is pitting.
They had to.
Well, when did Keith pit
just
last?
pitted. Keith just pitted. Did he get a
Just pitted. He probably got a black flag of speeding or something.
Nolan
that's
McClurg, he's inherited the lead. Ryan McClurg second, Terry Vincent third, Daniel Miglin fourth, Jamin Bernhardt fifth. Tyler Smith is now ahead of Keith
backing
This
off.
And
57
Tyler.
car of Austin Norris just
Yeah.
being around Terry Vincent is be enough to be annoying to me and be like, "Come on, buddy, I'm trying to win something here.
Yeah.
At least push me. Don't get in my way."
Yeah, I think Austin Norris kind of ran him up the track, and then they kind of went at it for a little bit. But
The gap is pretty significant right now between the teammates.
Oh,
As
there's-
we've got a the wreck,
Oh
the
my
leader.
God,
No, the leader
Nolan
into Michael
took
Prince.
damage.
That's a lot of damage. 7 laps to go. That's a lot of damage to the front of the 16, to the right front of that race car. And now here comes Ryan McClurg.
man.
Ryan McClurg is going to try and pass the 16 for the lead. There's only 6 laps to go. The 16 has inherited a lot of damages. He is extremely slow on the apron of the racetrack. And now Terry Vincent, he's in a lot of traffic as we've got a car into the outside wall on the backstretch.
another wreck.
And there's a car
There
stopped.
it
There's a wreck.
is.
There's the caution. Oh my goodness,
I
could
think
you
they
believe
throw
it?
Terry out front.
No. No, 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 no.
And Miglin is probably
No,
sitting.
no,
Miglin's
no.
probably sitting second.
We have to rewind this all the way back.
he's got a
This is
flat.
a-
He's got a flat.
Oh my
No one has a flat.
God, what
He
happened?
collects a lap car. He collects a lap car that got spun out.
Wait. Let's go to the backstretch for the 16. I want to see what happens here first. Between the 16 and the 31. The 31 just loses the car. The 16 has nowhere to go. Bam!
Yeah.
Just destroys the toe link on the 31. He's slow. Then we're going to watch this play out. The 3's to the outside. Brian McClurg takes the lead
Because Nolan has a flat tire right there. I guarantee
From
you that's why
Nolan.
he's-
Oh, they both do.
Nolan's slow. Nolan is, yes, his right
Yeah.
rear is scraping off of the ground. And then, yes, he loses the car, gets stopped on the high side. Terry Vincent barely made it through. He gets that car back going again, and then it looks like the 57 of Austin Norris got up the racetrack. But then Nolan McClurg just couldn't get the car going again. Oh my God. This is a catastrophe for the McClurgs.
So he didn't miss.
He had to
pit.
take a fast repair. Ryan McClurg's in the lead. Terry Vincent's in second. Stephen Blevins is in third. Bailey Brannon in fourth. Brian Matthews fifth. Justin Day sixth. Nolan McClurg all the way down to seventh. Daniel Miglin eighth. Jamin Bernhardt ninth. Tyler Smith pitting on the lead lap now. Michael Prince 10th. Brian Day 11th, Tyler Cadd 12th. Tyler Cadd is stopped. Don't know what's happening there. Ryan McClurg is the leader. It's going to be a green-white checkered finish. Keith Fallon, it's showing he crashed. Don't know why. I think they just stopped to let the cars go by on the lead lap. But it looks like...
What just happened?
Holy shit.
Oh, Justin Mumble just manually disconnected.
I know it's going to be hard to see what's happening at home, so we're going to go ahead and pull up the scoring tower. Sorry about the mislabel for this being a preseason shootout. It is not. This is week 3
caution.
Richmond. This is the 18th caution. It's been a lot. So you can now see inside the top 11, Tyler Smith, lead lap. Just so you guys...
Who's got the freshest tires? Who's got the freshest tires out of everybody?
About to say
right
that.
now,
McClurg or Vincent.
it's got to be Bailey Brannon. 24 laps on those tires. He's in 4th.
Oh, buddy.
But right now we're going to see Ryan McClurg in the restart zone
Here we go.
to the outside. The number 69 is going to lead him. He's going to get a massive jump on the outside. Here we go. Ryan McClurg is going to try and get this thing done with 2 to go for the casting and drafting 250.
Terry Vincent's going in on the inside. Terry Vincent's looking fast. Bailey's going to have to figure something out because this dude is coming.
Yep.
Bailey Brannon in 2nd. Terry Vincent in 3rd. He is looking at potentially
got
a win.
Pretty convincing lead. I don't know that anybody's going to be able to catch Ryan McClurg if he can just keep that car under him.
I don't know if he can. Is Bailey Brannon
Gotta get around Bailey.
is making a look. They're down into turn number 3. Bailey Brannon. Big mistake there. Daniel Miglin. He's going to lose it. McClurg is going to win it. Ryan McClurg gets the win for the Side Draft Racing and League B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250. Congrats to you, Ryan, on the victory. Daniel Miglin comes home in 2nd. Bailey Brannon, we get to hear from him coming home in 3rd. Terry Vincent wasn't able to get there. He got 4th. Stephen Blevins in 5th. Michael Prince 6th. And then Justin Day in 7th. Nolan McClurg, the heartache, the catastrophe, he came home in 8th. Brian Matthews in 9th. And Tyler Smith rounds out the top 10. Oh my God.
What just happened?
I do not know.
I can tell you what happened. Stay in the top 4, you stay alive. That's all I can say. Is out of all of these top 10 drivers, if you at one point hit the top 4, you stayed the hell alive, and that's what happened. But man, I hope the driver of the day is Nolan. I really want to talk to him. We're gonna have to see, and then we're gonna talk to our 3 podium winners.
The driver of the day has been voted. It is the number 3 of Justin Day. He is your driver of the day.
All right, let's see if we can get Justin
Ryan
in here real
Ryan
quick.
McClurg, your winner. Haven't seen a burnout out of him yet. Don't know if he has the fuel for it, but we'll
to
try
be fair,
and hear.
Nolan also did not have an option to be voted on. So I still think that we still probably pulled Nolan in.
Well, Nolan, potentially. I don't know if we want to hear from Nolan. He might be pissed.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking here.
There's a
Nolan, we want to hear from you. But Justin Day, you're coming in right now.
Is he
Justin Day, the boys in the booth, you were voted driver of the day. You got a copy?
Oh, sweet. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you were fan vote driver of the day as you were able to crack a top 10 there. So we heard from you at the beginning, and that was a hell of a race that we saw tonight. What happened out there?
That was wild. It was, I mean, everybody was struggling to keep their tires, and, you know, I think at the end, the people who were patient, you know, it paid off for them.
Yeah.
But other than that, the wrecks and everything, you know, it's part of it, you know. When everybody gets competitive like they are, everybody wants to win. It's just bound to happen.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Seems like there's a lot of tensions rising on the racetrack. Any shout-outs you want to make tonight?
Yeah, shout out to my family. Shout out to everybody who voted for me. Make me driver of the night. Shout out to the all-day racing team and Vinyl Doctors. And shout out to y'all and the host for running the whole event.
Oh, of course. Hey, I got one question. So you guys are all brothers, correct? Or am I wrong on that?
You're wrong. Brian Day is my father. Jonathan Day
Okay.
is my brother. So it's a
Okay.
father and two sons.
B.
So do you guys line all of the rigs up as if it's like Dave and Buster's and you guys are doing Need for Speed, or how does that work?
Man, that environment would be superb, you know, like.
Yeah.
But no,
You guys don't even have to. You guys can just talk right next to each other. You don't even need Discord.
that would be sweet. But unfortunately, no, we have it all at our own houses.
Ah.
Wow.
Well, congratulations on being driver of the day. This is what, your best finish as well, sitting out here in P7?
No. Last week I
Oh.
got fifth on
Oh,
Atlanta.
nice.
Strung together some top tens though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
very nice.
I appreciate
It looks like a lot of the Day family. I wouldn't say that it's y'all's fault, but just keeps getting tagged into collections of other wrecks. Do you guys talk about that at all? On, like, hey, we've got to do a little better at qualifying to try to get the hell away from this, or what are you guys thinking?
Yeah, I've been playing iRacing for a little over a year, maybe 2 years, and my dad and my brother just started like a couple months ago. So they're still kind of like learning how to avoid people, how to, you know what I mean, how to be
Yeah.
just self-awareness, I guess, or your surrounding awareness. And I think that's where, like you said, it's just they're getting caught up, and I think give them a little more time, and they'll adjust to it, and they'll be doing just as
Feel
good as I
that,
am.
brother. I feel
Well,
that because I've only been playing a couple months too. So
yeah. Well, thank you, Justin Day. Congratulations on being driver of the day by the fan votes. We look forward to all day racing next week, as always, and hope we're going to see you hopefully rise quite a bit on the power rankings. You have a good night.
Thank y'all. And I
Yeah.
want to say one thing.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to comment on the broadcast. The broadcast has been phenomenal, guys. Like it stepped up huge.
Thank you.
It's looking
appreciate
great.
that, brother.
Yeah. Oh, do I love compliments? I love getting drunk and getting compliments. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things.
Better than the hate.
Right on. Well, y'all appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night
Yep.
as well.
You as well. Thank you,
too,
Justin.
brother.
Sir, thank you. Justin Day,
All right.
your fan voted driver of the day. We're going to go ahead and bring your P3 finisher, Bailey Brannon, up to the booth.
Brannon.
Haven't heard from him yet. Exciting. Bailey Brannon, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do.
Well, you were up and down, side to side, like a roller coaster throughout the field tonight. That was a wild event. Second race in the league, and you're able to get up here in the booth and get a podium. How's that feel?
Pretty good, considering I wasn't very confident coming in today, because, I mean, I'm not really good with these next-gen cars, but I figured something out today. I mean, it was probably about halfway through the race. I found a good pace and got the dumb stuff out of the way early, I'd like to think, and was able to come back and score P3.
Yeah, Bailey, one of our broadcasters that had to go to bed because he had to go to work tomorrow. He mentioned your name a couple of times, and not a very light manner, because we don't know that if you were the cause of the wreck, or that you were constantly getting tagged in the wrecks, but you ended up persevering, sorry, getting a little bit back on the lead lap and just being consistent. Would you say, like, the best part of this league is that if you can stay consistent, you will probably be, pretty damn well off?
Oh yeah, I like that, and I never meant to cause any wrecks, so I'm gonna go ahead and apologize, because I know I got into the 3 and I know I got into the 31. I never meant to get into those guys like that. But I know trouble also has a way of finding me sometimes. I like racing clean. I don't like doing people dirty, because I don't like having issues on the track. But yeah, I like that I was able to come back with my consistency. I mean, I had a strategy that paid off, and yeah, I'm glad it ended with a P3 today.
Yeah, well, we're
The side
glad to
draft,
have
dude.
you, man. After that one, Bubba, what do you got, Bubba?
I said, welcome to side draft, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Making some
Podium,
noise.
dude. Yeah, showing them you got something. So that's like you said. Once you found your rhythm, and that was the key. And we talked about pre-race of just running your race, survive until the end, and that's exactly what you did. You that last half of the race, you found your lane and you stuck with it and gambled at times, stayed out, got you some track position, and then just stayed consistent. And job well done, brother. Job well
Thank
done.
you guys.
Yes, sir.
And do you got anything? I got one more question if you don't.
You go ahead, fire it off, buddy.
Oh, all right. So, Bailey, you've now gone through the world's, worst track in a next gen with Road Atlanta, and then you just went through Richmond. How excited are you to go and see Kentucky next week?
I'll tell you this. I'm pretty excited to get back to the mile and a half. I love me a mile and a half. I'll just see how. I'd like to see how this next gen will do at Kentucky. I've never taken it there, so it's going to be a fun challenge. I'm sure it'll be a fun challenge for the rest of the guys in this league. So, hopefully we can go out to Kentucky and put on a great show for everybody.
Well, we're excited. We're excited to watch you. We're excited to watch you do what you've been doing. Sorry that you had to deal with, a not fun road course if you've never done it before, and a pretty caution-heavy Richmond. But we look forward to having you in the league.
Thank you so much. I had a blast tonight. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, those guys, they like to race hard, and I do too. I just don't like getting caught up in my own mess or having other people get caught up in my mess. So, but glad we ended
All
up.
right. One more question.
All right.
What's with the FSU car? What are we doing?
Well,
I'll change it.
I am currently a
Next
student
interview.
at Florida State.
Oh,
I
All right.
am in my senior year,
wow.
and I'm from the area, the Tallahassee area. I've been a Seminoles fan my entire life, and as soon as I found out what trading paints was, I was like, I'm gonna make me a Seminoles car. So
Valid.
Yeah, we'll
fair
be
enough.
driving for you.
Fair enough. I'm an LSU fan. I'm a, LSU fan by heart. So like you guys really aren't that big of an issue until you beat us like 2 years ago. But had to
It's
to
okay
bring
if
it
y'all
up.
played us now. It probably
Yeah.
wouldn't go. It probably wouldn't go well. So
Yeah. Anyways, we will see you later. Thank you, Bailey, for the interview, and thank you for racing tonight. It was awesome watching you race.
thank you guys.
Yes, brother.
All right, that was
All right.
Bailey Branning, your third place finisher. Let's go ahead and bring up Daniel Miglin, the guy that finished in second. Daniel Miglin, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy there.
I do. What's up?
Well, we get to hear from you again. That was a wild ride in stage number 3. A lot of unexpected things took place between cautions and then a very long run that I don't know anybody really anticipated after all the wrecks. What were you able to do there to get your way back up towards the front after kind of the up and down roller coaster you went through tonight?
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. There was a caution on lap like 205, 210. I can't remember where it was. I was in P2 behind the 16 car, and I meant to come in and I just forgot to do it. So I had about 18 laps left in the tank. I stayed out as long as I could, came in. I had 42 laps in the tank. There was 40 laps in the race, and I figured let's just see what happens. But it left me with an extra set of tires, so I threw them on at that green-white checker just to see what would happen. Went from P7 to P2. Really wanted that win, but I'll take it.
So I have to ask, with that extra set of tires, do you wish you would have taken tires when everybody else did in that first or second stage when everybody else took tires, just so that way you probably would have stayed out front the whole time?
Nah.
No? All right.
Nah.
Regrets.
I
No regrets.
I still think that taking tires on lap 40 was too early.
Heck yeah.
I was never going to be doing it before the stage. So
We-
that
we-
went exactly to plan. It wasn't until the very end where I started making just, I don't know, we'll call it fatigue-related mental mistakes.
Yeah,
It
that was
happens.
a long race.
250 laps. It happens.
A lot of laps
Yeah.
to go left and hard out there. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of contact, a lot of wreck avoidance, heads up needed, and then the ability to strategize. It was Probably a lot behind the wheel and a handful for you. But is there any shout outs you want to make after tonight's race?
Yeah, my wife, my kid, they were watching for a good bit. They weren't supposed to be, but they were. That was fun.
This
Hollywood
is
Performance
this is
Racing.
rated MA for TV, you know.
Yeah,
So,
purpose
PG-13.
Who else? Team Watson Racing Setups, as always.
Very nice.
all right.
Yeah.
Like to hear it.
one more question before I let you go. There was a time at one point that it seemed like you and Fallon or Keith Fallon were running pretty hard against each other. Granted, it didn't end up hurting you guys in the stage for tire wise, but at any point were you guys, worried about like, hey, you both already have a win. Is he gonna let you have this one, or are you gonna be like, like, hey, I'm the dominant runner here. I'm gonna take this one without a shot. Like, what was the team like talking about when you guys were really close?
It didn't really come up. It was almost like we'll call it NASCAR version of papaya rules. We're both locked in, so we figured race hard and just like don't hit the other guy.
I knew it.
Yeah, we were wondering when the gloves were gonna come off because the last time that you won, Keith was like, oh yeah, like I was, like I thought that, he let you win that. Come to find out, you're a goddamn racer, right? So, my bad on that. I'll be the first one to come on fucking First Take tomorrow and be like, Daniel Mason can fucking turn some goddamn laps. Sorry, Keith Fallon ain't shit.
I'm very much a short track guy, which is why I was really hoping for the win tonight, but
yeah,
we still got Iowa on the schedule.
Yep, that's a good track.
Maybe
Very similar.
Similar
to Richmond, but yeah, it seems like a pretty good race for you out there tonight. You were able to lead a lot of laps. Unfortunately, didn't get it done in the end, but the restarts, you really were powering that thing on the outside. It looked good, but the cards just didn't fall your way, but hopefully next time they do. So best of luck to you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
Congrats,
hey,
Daniel.
go on and throw some hot takes out there too while you're at it, because
I
thought you were bluffing some. I thought you were giving me some good bluffs, and then I fucking saw you turn some laps, and I was like, oh shit, this dude was for real.
Yeah, well, I was sad I didn't get pole. I put in a good 8 minutes of practice, man. Thought that'd be enough.
Dude. Hold on. Did you not see the other 20 drivers?
God.
They were doing hundreds of laps. I saw so many drivers do hundreds of laps, and you sat there and did nothing. And I'm like, we have no idea where this dude's going to run. All I have is hot take saying he's going to do it all. Like,
all I needed to do was get in early enough to figure out where the braking markers are now that the walls look all different.
You got to help me out. That's the problem. You got to help me out. You got to turn laps not only for yourself, but for me. I could be like, oh, yeah, this guy knows what's going on. All right. Thank you, Daniel.
Have a good night.
Daniel.
Yeah, y'all as well.
All right, that's Daniel Miglin, your second place finisher. And then last but not least, your race winner for the night, Ryan McClurg. Let's try and get Ryan up in the booth. Ryan, it's Andy and the boys in the booth. You got a copy?
You talking to Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Hey, sir, you're the race winner. How's it feel to get your first win of the season for Side Draft Racing League?
Oh man, it's awesome. I just kind of lucked into that one a little bit. My son had a little incident there, but that's racing. So better to be lucky than good sometimes. But I didn't have anything for him. He had me covered, but yeah, I'll take
it. Is what we say.
Yeah.
Should we pull him up too as
that's
well?
my motto, dude.
Well,
that's my motto.
It was some bad luck. I mean, you guys were running there off of pit road, and it seems like, Nolan got into a little bit of traffic, and it was unfortunate. Nolan, we got you in the booth as well, if you want to go ahead and comment. It's unfortunate what happened to you tonight. It's bittersweet, You got Ryan with the win, and then you just weren't able to get it done there in the end.
Yeah, we had a pretty good strategy between the two of us. We were there at the end. I'm glad it went green there at the end, and we got to run out those last 50 laps or so. It was fun getting out of the pits and actually having to go through the lap traffic. But yeah, it just didn't work out for me. That's happened a couple times in this series. It just I get good throughout the race, but just can't get to finish.
Yeah,
So
that's
Nolan,
unfortunate.
we talked about it a little bit on the stream. One, we loved. For one, I was trying to make like a funny take on y'all's name, slower than dial up. And then if you guys watch it back, you'll listen to it, and Andy completely just shuts me down, and he's like, "No, this is like our incredibly fast track." And I'm like, "All right, dude, we're not running 200 miles an hour." But I was like, "I promise you, slower than dial-up's gonna have a freaking go." And you can go back and listen. I said, "I think one of the McClurgs will win this race." You can listen to it. I said
Derek
it.
did call that. He called it.
Did call it. I said one of the McClurgs
Oh.
will win this race. I don't know which one, but I said one of them will win this race. And then all through it, so I guess really my question is, Nolan, to you, how did you keep those tires and that whole freaking car under you taking that high line 250 laps without ever diving that car down to that yellow line? Because I thought for sure you were going to eat up tires quicker than everybody else on the track.
So I really didn't. I felt like I was running extremely hard the entire time, and my tires really never seemed to die down as much as I thought they would, especially after the first stint. I know we had a couple cautions, but like I could tell that the tire wear wasn't there. So that, I think it was the second to last time we came out of the pit lane, I actually got the fastest lap of the race. And I mean, it just seemed like the car kept getting faster and faster throughout the race. And it actually did, because like every time I'd come out of the pits, after like 3 laps, I would get the new fastest lap.
So, my next question would be, sorry, I'm just hogging all this time from the McClurgs. My next question would be, with hitting all those, like fastest laps and things of that, did you feel like, because there were times where, because you sat P2 for 90% of that race. Were there times where you were like, man, there's no way in hell I'm catching Meglin, or there's no way in hell I'm catching,
Terry was out there for a while.
yeah, Terry, where they were just
number
gaining, they were just out of there. Were you ever thinking about changing your line, or were you just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna keep running what I'm doing?
Yeah. During the first stint, between the first and second pit stop, they were really strong. They were pulling away, and they actually got a pretty good gap on us. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna settle in here and be like third, fourth. And then after the next couple pit stops, it just seemed like I had the pace. I don't know what changed. I was attacking the corners a little bit differently, and especially coming out of 4, I was trying to do the widest arc I could to get the speed planted early. But other than that, no, it just started coming together like halfway through the race, and just started getting better and better.
I got one for Ryan. Ryan, you had a little bit of different race, not out front all day. You had to kind of start from the back mid-pack and deal with the chaos back there. Walk us through that.
The muck, as we call it.
Walk us through that, because you had to get through all that and then still fight your way to the front and come out with the victory. So how was that? Because it was crazy up in the booth.
Oh yeah, that was nail biting. I didn't enjoy that at all. I was running. I think I was running like between 6th and 12th most of the race. I was just, but just trying to save my stuff back and I was finding out that I kept sliding my tires going into 3, and I just kept backing my entrance up, and I felt like I was at a full car length, if not a little more, braking before the guys around me. And I was trying to be careful if somebody was right behind me to make sure I didn't get run over, doing that. Yeah. But I felt like I was saving my tires doing that too. And like I said, I got a little lucky there at the end, but yeah, if I had my druthers, I'd been up there where Nolan was running all day, but I was just trying to take care of my stuff and try to stay out of the muck, as you call it.
For sure.
And just try to save my stuff, not put anybody 3 wide, or not do anything crazy, just bide my time and be there at the end for those last 50, 60 laps and see what I had see what
That's
I had.
the
You know.
key.
So,
That's the
yeah.
key. Surviving to the end, put yourself in a position to win, and that is exactly what you did.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
you know, is everybody in this freaking league seems to have feedback on how our broadcast went. You know, every week, everybody has something to say, but they don't listen to what in the hell we're saying, which is just survive. You know, you can't
Right.
win if you're not on the freaking lead lap.
Yeah, exactly. And I was talking to Nolan throughout the race there, and I was like, man, we're like 20 laps in, and there's guys putting us 3 wide already, and I would just back out of it real quick, you know, and just let them go. And I told him, I said, I'd rather lose a couple of spots now as to go in here and just wreck my stuff. And so I was.
Oh yeah.
There was a couple of times that happened. You could probably see that I backed out of it. I was, you know, somebody put me 3 wide or something. So, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an awesome race. Man, you guys do an awesome job on your broadcast. I've went back and watched the races, you know, later and listened to the broadcast and bar none, number one over anybody I've heard on iRacing. So you guys do
Well,
an amazing job.
We appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
we appreciate
Yeah.
that. You know, it's you know, I ain't getting paid for this. I just enjoy drinking beer and watching y'all turn laps.
There you go. There you go. Well, man,
Yeah.
you guys do a heck of a job. It's
Uh,
you really do. So
Yes,
well,
sir.
thank you
Thank
guys. We're gonna end it on that one, I think. Congratulations to both of you guys. Nolan, I'm pretty sure you probably had the freaking fastest lap, if I'm not mistaken, and then Ryan with the winner. If you didn't get the fastest lap, then I don't know who in the hell did, because you were fucking cooking around that track until the very end.
yeah, he barely beat me. I think he had a 21.870 something. I had a
Yes.
21.880. So
It was a 21.87 to a 21.89. You guys were pretty darn close there.
God damn, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You know what they
Y'all
say.
got Richmond figured out.
Oh boy.
When I first got on this track earlier in the week and practicing, I told Nolan, I said, man, I don't know about this track. It's slick. I don't know if I can figure this out, but
Oh yeah,
Slick.
no, like
yeah,
yeah,
about
30
midweek
minutes
or
before the
later in the
start.
week, I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like 30 minutes before the start of the race, I was contemplating. I was like, man, I don't know if I should do this. I was like, I might just be a liability out there.
Well,
the sun started setting, thankfully. Yeah, I think we went 18 cautions in the first 100 laps, and we were like, oh, thank God the sun's going down. We have something to work with.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, congrats on the win, Ryan. Nolan, hopefully you get some better luck throughout the season. Iowa is up for grabs still throughout the regular season. If you guys are that dominant on the short tracks, maybe Iowa's going to be your place to get that W. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and send you guys on your way.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. You guys have a good night.
Have a great
you too.
one. Yes, sir. Well, that is the McClurgs from Slower Than Dial Up, as Ryan McClurg was able to become your new winner, as we have now had 4 races with 4 winners. Every single week we've had a new winner so far for Side Draft Racing League, as we have taken on a super speedway, a mile and a half, a road course, and now our first short track of the season. Ryan McClurg first, and Danny Diggle Miglin, in second, Bailey Brannon in third, Terry Vincent fourth, Stephen Blevins fifth, Michael Prince sixth, Justin Day seventh, Noel McClurg eighth, and Brian Matthews in ninth.
With Tyler Smith getting in on the 10th, and if we want to keep going, we really can. Jamin Bernhardt got the 11th, Brian Day in 12, Austin Norris 13, Tyler Cadd 14, Daniel Jackson in 15, Keith Fallon, who I had so much hope in if he didn't fall, and Austin Guerrero in 17, and to round out the end,
we have Justin Mummel at the 18th, Trayvon Trigg 19th, 20th we had Ryan Castleberry, Jonathan Day at 21st, Wesley Biggs 22nd, Jason Rushing at 23rd spot, and rounding up the field at 24th, Dennis Orff, Halo.
Well, folks, that was a 3-hour and 10-minute race. Hopefully next week is a little bit quicker. Thanks everybody that stuck through this race with us here tonight for the broadcast. This was the B.A.C. Casting and Drafting 250 for Side Draft Racing League at the virtual Richmond Raceway, where we saw a closing thriller where Ryan McClurg was able to capture the win. If you are interested in some broadcasting for your league, go ahead and hit us up in our chat. We put our Discord in the link in the description at the very beginning of this. We hope every single one of you have a great week, and this is Andy, Bolton, and Bubba signing off.